this. That should start the YouTube stream again. And then let's come over here and we're switching to Vintage Story, everybody. We're switching to Vintage Story. If you were watching on if you want to go and watch on YouTube, it's live. Hold on, I gotta submit this link so I don't forget. Played the Dune. Please review the list of contents. My submitted content. Streamer video content from my feed, from the URL. Submit 2 of them. Submit 2 of them? All right. That looks like it's submitted. That looks like it's submitted. Thanks, Beard. Thanks, Beard. Hold on. I got to restart this over here. I like when I can see myself looking down as a phone. Yeah, YouTube. All right, everybody. We're back to this. Let's switch this back here. Now I can see the stream. We submitted that, so that's done. All right, we have one more sponsored content next week, Wednesday, I think. Tuesday. Then let's come back in here. I'm gonna hop up for like 1 minute and use the Drax room, and then we'll chat for about 30 minutes, and then we'll play some Vintage Story. Not that I have much to chat about. When I return, have ideas for chat. Have chat ideas. All right, I'm back in a minute. Hello, welcome back, everybody. Someone in chat said Molly's probably like, ugh. And you're right. She was. She was like, you drove right into the quicksand. She was like, the fighting, you just need to do this and this. And like, I can't thank her enough for, like coming in and helping me out and being positive about it. And I know I can be a bit of a curmudgeon, but like, I really do think the game is great. I just think that like, I'm not in the right mindset today. I'm rarely in the right mindset to like do outright combat. And so like, I know today of all days, I am not. There's a part of me that's like, oh, we should have kept going. But I'm like, no. That ends with me just like on a constant run back of death. That ends in like a never ending death spiral. The role and importance of flax in history of the world and the development of civilization. I had a conversation last night with a guy who was like, he was talking about alcohol and he was talking about beer and he's like, a doctor friend of mine says that it's fine in small amounts. And he was like, you know what else we were talking about? He's like, alcohol is what binds all of civilization, right? Like all of civilization is built on the backs of alcohol, like the Phoenicians, and he's going on and on and on. And I'm like, hey, whatever story you need to tell yourself, right? To justify the number of beers you're having in a day. I think we can all agree that yes, alcohol has been around for a very long time and for various reasons. One, for an escape from the world that you live in, especially when there was no internet or electricity, the world was a much different place. I think we can agree with that. And I think also like most of the time when reading about alcohol, beer particularly, the reason it was so widely drank and made was because you could drink it and not get sick because water wasn't always clean, right? And I use that all the time when someone's like, Drax, why are you drinking a beer? I'm like, I've got real questions about the cleanliness of the water here in this establishment. So I think it's just much simpler to have a beer, right? I think that's legitimate. Drax, it's 8:30 in the morning. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning, I reworked I was going to put on the Stone Quarry mod, which finally got updated onto the Vintage Story server. I started this process at 11:30 at night, my time. I had gotten home from a football game I'd watched. I'd only had one beer and it had been like in the first half. So like, if you're thinking, oh, he got home from a football game, he had a couple of beers, I was sober. And I was like, oh, I'll knock this out. And so I installed it and I left off the dependency. That was my first mistake. And then when the server went to reload, it took forever. And usually when it takes forever like that, like means it's not going to reload, right? And so I was like, well, what do I do now? I was like, all right, well, I'll roll it back to the previous save before maybe the mod corrupted it. And as I'm doing that, I'm reading on the mod page, like people are like, it's not loading. I'm like, oh, it's bad and it's not working. And I just screwed myself. I spent an hour with the help of some people and then I got it to come back without the mod, only to realize that what I really needed to do was wait longer, right? First, and this is my impatience is what got me into this. My impatience, I don't know if you're like this, but my impatience gets me into probably more trouble than anything in this world. Just like needing to hurry to do the next task and wishing the task I was working on was done so I could go to the next one. So that's what screwed me on the Vintage Story server last night. I actually think the Stone.
Why are you like this? Why?
I mean, at least I know I'm like this. Isn't that part of the healing process? Isn't that part, like, if you know it's a problem, you can simply make change. Are you making changes, Drax? That's the question. Patience is a virtue, as they say. Yeah, right. Knowing is half the battle. Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is, everybody. Hi, Ravi. So yeah, I needed to wait. It takes about 8 minutes. It takes about 8 minutes for the server to come back from the upload. I mean, it's like late for me. And I was like, I was just like, and this was also like, it wasn't just, it was me based on other times I've done this, right? Usually when it hangs like that, it's because the server's not loading and the logs sometimes don't tell you. And so like, I think it was a little bit of impatience, probably a big part. And then 2, like past knowledge of Vintage Story servers where I'm like, once you install a mod and it doesn't load, it's usually the mod is bad. It was just perplexing. It was really perplexing. Don't you need to be broken to heal? Yes. This is such a common everyday Drax thing. I mean, maybe I'm different than most people, but like when I wake up I have a list of things I want to accomplish in the day. Sometimes that list is achievable. Most of the time it is fucking insane to think that I could achieve even half what's on my list. And so as I'm working through these things, I want to knock them out quickly and efficiently. Quickly and efficiently. Homemade lasagna. Healing while healthy is called cancer. Wait, what? Are you sharing lasagna? That sounds good, actually. Yeah. So I failed on that part. I was, something is wrong. Speaking of Vintage Story videos, something is wrong with the glue in the game, I think. Either people are doing it wrong or the new updated process of making glue in the game is fooling people. Like people they don't know what there's been a number of people. So here's how I know this. I made a glue video 1 year ago and that glue video suddenly started taking hits like, and then people were commenting like, it's broken, it's not working, something's wrong. And I was like, huh, I haven't messed with glue since that video because the last couple of servers, we've just kept it off so that you can just pick up anything without the whole glue process because you can do that. But I think that's what my video this week is going to be. I think I'm going to update the glue video to the newest part of it and then link it. We'll get double the views. Nice.
A resource
try,
colony ahead. Buildings on the horizon. Protect yourself and our citizens well.
And our citizens well. Dav, good to see you. How are you, my friend? Happy Sunday. Making glue. Step 1, find a horse. It's funny, right? Because like that is the process. And like, if they had a horse in Vintage Story, you'd probably have to get its, hooves. Isn't it horse hooves that they like to get? Isn't that what gelatin comes from? Or is it their bones? Can you please call it a sticky situation in Vintage Story? Molly, you win. Today on Drax Fantastic, sells out place, sells out game, and sells out shirt. Dav, I didn't see you during the sellout part. Where were you? Dav's like, I'm not about that. I waited till you switched games before I got in here. There is no sellout in what I did. There's no sellout in what happened. There's no sellout. I am a Funcom insider or whatever it's called. There was cash on the table. And I liked Dune. Even if my partner was like I know I bitch, but that's just me, and I'm sorry if I bitch too much towards the end, but like I do like it. I think it's a beautiful game. I love the Dune universe. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I would do it again. I would do it again. I said at the beginning of the stream, I said I've been very lucky. The games that have offered to pay to play, me, or paid me to play the game, I've actually enjoyed. because it would be so much harder if I didn't like the game. It would be, there's going to come a time when we're going to play a game for money and I'm going to be like, then you can come in and talk about, Reminds me of the Harbor Gold Bears at some point changed their formulation because they were using pig gelatin and wanted to sell to the Middle East. Makes sense. Makes sense. Wait, did I miss? Gelatin is in the bones. Any bones, really. Any bones. Pay to play me works too, yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it and being paid to do what we all love watching you do. Yeah, I am also, like, I'm very happy. I'm very thankful for them to offer that to me. And it's not, I mean, it's not a huge amount of money. Howdy, guys. Pay to play, that's lame. I'm out of here. Howdy, guys. It's not a huge amount of money, and it's definitely worth my time. And I think I probably would have continued playing it had two things not happening. I'm stressed out. I'm in a stressed out mood. I got anxiety today, pretty bad. And so I need something that's going to be like chill. And I don't think that, and like at the very beginning when I logged in, it was like, you have 3 hours to submit this content. I was like, 3 hours? After I play for an hour, that's going to be 2 hours. After Drex gets his shit together, that's going to be 1 hour. So I wanted to make sure I got it in because this is the final day of it. So you're switching VS now? I'm on mobile, so uninformed. Yeah, so we're in Vintage Story now. We're going to play Vintage Story for the next couple of hours. And I didn't chat at the beginning. I just started playing the game, so there was no chatting, just game start. It was like a hard game start. You want to see a confused Drax and audience, watch the beginning of the VOD. And so that's what we're chatting now as we make the transition. How does a man who is that beautiful be anxious? My ongoing battle to up my residency permit hinges on whatever happens tomorrow morning, probably. Hold on a second. However you pump positive vibes into the universe, please pump them in for me tomorrow that we do. Like it's not I don't think it's the end of the road tomorrow. It's not even close to it, but like I need someone to issue something to me tomorrow to make it move forward. And I'm taking my Portuguese friend with me so that there's no loss in language. And so that's how I'm going to start my Monday. Hopefully it'll go well. I never have, like, I'm such a pessimist, right? That I'm always just like, boo. Everything is, it's going to go bad, right? Set your expectations low, but I'm trying to be positive about it. And like there's things in your life that can just take over your brain, right? This is one of them, right? Like so much of like what's going to happen in the next however many months or years is all based on getting this to happen, right? And so like no pressure, right? It's not like, I don't know. This is the kind of pressure that's just rough, right? It's just rough. Flying in the face of years of history, clearly showing beautiful people don't get anxiety. Yes, of course they don't. Good to have a resource to smooth language barrier issues. That's nice. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. She's a good friend, and I've known her for years, and she will be fine. She'll be a big help. She'll be a big help. Otherwise, it's just me. I mean, the likelihood that they speak English is probably high because we're in the middle of the city, but you never know. You never know. That way, there's no miscommunication. And that way, they don't have to speak English and search for words, so it's easier for them too. Boo, 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 boo. Best possible vibes, Drags. Anxiety is a right bastard. It is. I have neighbors on the way, so I will vanish soon. All right, Dev. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I was going to say something else about the server, but I don't remember what the heck it was. I was going to say something else. It's springtime. Our goal today is to plant. is to work out a farm that can produce an epic pile of flax. I was gutted you were already offline yesterday. I went long yesterday too, Dev. I was like, I went almost 7 hours. Good afternoon, chat, mods, bots, chatters, lurkers, and Drax. Not sure on YouTube. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. I was going to say something else about Vintage Story, but I don't remember what it was. There was a couple of mods too that they just updated butchering. There were some clients. Oh, extra overlays got updated. Holy shit. We need to install that. Extra overlays. That's just it's just client side, right? That's just client side, I think. I was watching Dell play Vintage Story last night, and they had done Terra Preti, and it really does make a beautiful world, right? We had a mammoth few days of driving and back and forth to where we grew up. Mammoth driving? That does not sound like fun. Don't forget to update Common Lib. It's working splendid. Yeah, I need to put Common Lib in there too. I think I already have that downloaded though. I'm so getting eaten by a bear. How many times? How many times? Extra overlay. Common Lib. Let's copy those. Let's paste those there. Let's reload the mod folder. Looks like I have it installed twice. That's hilarious. Let's get rid of the old one, Drax. Is that a good idea for the Common Lib? There we go. 2.80 extra overlays. You've got that in there twice too, Drax. Yeah, I miss extra overlays. I've really grown to that one is hard for me to not use, right? Not being able to see how much health is left, how many more times you've got to hit them. Maybe it's a little cheater mode, but like I like it. I mean, it's one I can definitely play without, but it's one I think if you've played with it, it puts a little health bar over all the baddies and animals. I think if you've played with extra overlays in Vintage Story, like you notice it not being there. Yeah, it was like March the 3rd. I think was it? Someone said it was just a couple days forward now. A couple days forward. So it's probably still going to snow and be cold, but at least it won't be. We missed winter. Drax slept on winter, everybody. I slept on winter. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I logged in a couple days ago and all of my crops had died. I got like a little bit of food, but all the flax had died. Drax, man. All I had to do was log in one day earlier and I would have had like another stack of flax. I made armor though. I made one piece of cloth armor. Our add to break ratio is all messed up. It's all messed up. 2 minutes to the next break. That's 2 hours. I just stood up, so I'm not going to stand up again. Let's just chat through the ad break, and then we'll start playing so that no one misses any of this hot action. If you're thinking, gosh, I don't want to watch ads over on the Twitch side. This is so ridiculous. There's no better time to sub than now. It's September. There it is. It's September, everybody. If you sub for 6 months, you get 30% off, and this is the one time of the year where the streamer doesn't take the hit. They've got a sponsor, so we get the whole amount. Really worth it. If you're on the fence about subbing to people or have a couple subs that you think, oh, I've always wanted to sub to them, give them 6 months. It's a good deal. It's a very good deal. I subbed to 2 people and I've got their subs set so that it falls in September. I need to. I mean, I've said it before, like I'm the kind of person that would love to be subbed to everybody. When I was gainfully employed, I had multiples, like I had too many subs, right? I was even paying Twitch Turbo too. I I like supporting people, right? I like supporting people that are especially entertaining people. Boo boom. Full-time creators, right? Those are the people that like I want to give the support to. People that and like people who support me, who have supported my that person that I live with who's blonde. You know that person. You know that person. Yeah, so that's my goal today in Vintage Story is to farm, to build a farm, and then I'd like to build a farm and put together the butchering stuff, but like I don't know if doing both is feasible. I'm also playing a single player playthrough of Vintage Story called Explore. It's a series that's going on 30 weeks, and I think that I get it mixed up. I get mixed up what I'm wearing in what one, what I've done in the other one, what I've collected, what's in storage. I've been talking about creating a third series or a third playthrough of Vintage Story called Sleepy Time. Vintage Story Dreams is what I want to call it. I heard you say similar things in that series. Yeah, Eon, it's impossible for me to keep track of what the hell's going on. I have to actually think like, wait, no, that's not here. I'm farther along in the series than I am on the servers, so that's nice. I have a bunch more metal.
Time to make the donuts.
Time to make the donuts. In this week's episode, I said, would anybody be interested? I said, if you're interested in seeing a Vintage Story Dreams video, and I realized that like maybe that's not the crowd for it. I was like, put something in the comment of the video. I don't think anyone put anything in the comment of the video. I really want to test one of these. And someone was like, just cut together 6 of what you already have and post it and see if anyone watches 6 hours of you playing it. But I think that the vibe needs to be different, right? I think the animals and the creatures need to be on passive. I almost think that maybe there's no bad guys, right? Maybe there's no creepers or anything like that. Just creepers. Maybe there's no drifters or shivers. Because I don't think there could be any jump scares. I think it just needs to be like this mellow playthrough where I'm not yelling, where there's not any, like, it's like nice and calm so that you could put it on and just drift away to sleep and just listen, right? As I'm building and mining and farming. I think that's it. Here's the deal. If you want creepers, I know a game. I bet you do. Here's the deal. Like, I would love to. It's just it needs to be 4 to 6 hours long. So I got to shoot 4 to 6 hours worth of footage. That's a day. 4 to 6 hours, and then I got to be very tight and then try not to edit it too much, right? So that it doesn't take too much time. Editing I edited 8 hours into an hour, and it took forever. So I really want to do that. I mean, I have like 1,000 different like projects that I have in sort of varying states of like development, written notes, some of them shot. I have a couple of like long form ones that I've been working on, but I'm just like, there's only so much of me going around. I think this is where I'm at on this too, is that like, if I want to start doing some more long form content, then something needs to give, right? Something's going to have to give. My partner would say streaming 5 days a week and creating as much YouTube content as you are is insanity. And I would say, she's probably right. We don't want to, I mean, when Malls speaks, we know that she's right, right? Right? I saw the juicy ores, or as I like to call them, chunky ores. I saw that mod in the playthrough. All right, I'm guessing everything else is going to run just fine, right? Is it not going to fire off the welcome back? There it is. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Welcome back from ads. Did anyone see an ad that was worthy telling us about? You're going to get
Hi.
there's some.
I'm
Hi.
Drax Fantastic
Oh.
for Drax Fantastic.
Well, that sounds nice.
I'm peddling my own wares today.
What are wares?
Do you like wearing hats? How
Okay.
about putting stickers on things?
I mean, they're kinda
You
sticky.
too can have this merchandise in your hands.
Your hands. In your hands. Do, 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 do. We changed everything, right? We did. We did. Yeah, it just sat on that screen with 0 kilobits for like 5 or 6 minutes last night, over and over and over again. And I was like, it is so dead. It is so dead. Do do do. Vard. Vard and Eon are online. All right. Here we are in Drax's. It's the 21st of March. That's even better. Hello. Welcome to your own server. I'm gonna say hello in caps. Hey. Hello, this is a mellow Drax Fantastic. How are you? Oh yes, no, I'm trying to keep it totally chill today. Totally chill. Yes. 1-800-CHILL, I think is what they call the phone number. Yes. Thanks for keeping the phone redeem alive. Pretty good. Pretty good. Do 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 do. There's food, I take it. There's food, I take it. Why are we so close in? Because I was shooting something. 45. I feel like we're inside the... there's some rot. Like there's some rot. Do 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 do. Here's what we pulled. 91 days. All the grain's good. I wonder what was rot. One of the vegetables probably rotted. Every time I hear you say "in your hands," I think of the Cranberry song "Zombie." In your hands, zombie. Thank you for that, Op. Thank you for that. Now some of us will only be able to hear that as well. Ooh. Wonder what went bad in there. I mean, I guess these carrots are going bad in 33 days. I guess we're eating carrot stew, everybody. We're eating carrot stew. Has anyone else made glue recently? Let's leave that. Isn't there like some heat on the ground out here? Hi, Vard. Hi, Vard. Welcome. And the view resetting after closing your chest on the interactables is not you. I think it's a bug. Oh my God. Thank you, Eon. Thank you. Are you having the same problem where the whole screen flips up? It has been driving me. Like, I always think when there's something like that, I think it's just me. And I can never, it happens like, yeah, but not all the time. See, Eon, that's the same thing that's happened with me. Like, it doesn't happen to me all the time either. And so I think, oh, can't pinpoint it on a single thing yet. Yes! Sometimes when I'm in a chest, sometimes when I'm opening something else, and it happens so quick, but it's jarring enough that I'm like, what? Why is it feels like it feels like it's making me look up at the sky. Like I'm fighting the mouse back down to be in the right place. Look for it today, and let's see if I can't. It's gonna happen. Fast cooking. Is that our only cook pot? That can't be the case, can it? I think it is. It's when you're closing an interactable window, as far as I can see. Then it resets its view. So like this window here, if we close it. There it was. Did you see it? Maybe it's when you move the mouse. There it was. It went like this. Whoops. Yeah. Maybe it's when you move the mouse, it's like tracking to the mouse. Yeah, it's random. There it was. It reset it up. It's like it's trying to recenter. There it is. That's what it is. You've got it, Eon. It's like it's trying to recenter the window or something. If you're too far down, so like I'm looking down, click. It's so inconsistent. Yeah, it's something, they've got some kind of code there that's trying to recenter it, and it's pulling the mouse or something. Oh, it's so annoying. I hope they fix it. Well, it makes me feel so good that it's not me. Hi, guys. How was Dune? It was good. It was good. I am not in the mood for Dune today, but it is the last day and I needed to play it. It was the last day and I needed to play it, and I'm glad I did. I like the game. I know that it may not seem like that from my Draxiness, but like I really do. I really do enjoy it. I don't know that it's the right stream game for me, but like it's fun. Hey, over there on YouTube, how are you? Welcome in. Boom, boom, boom. Thundercat. Hi, Infin. How are you? Welcome in. How is your Sunday morning? I cleared the door again. I'm wearing armor. I made a piece of Gambus body armor with all of the flax I had. I used almost all of it. So, but it helps. It helps big time. Peaceful? I like to hear that. Did they scare off? Hello? Here you are. Here you are, buddy. Hi. How are you? We've got some more of this. I made another shovel, which is about to break, and another hammer. I guess we'll just leave that in there. Yeah, it took one piece of wood. It took 2 pieces of wood to make that. It's so that's always gonna throw me, I think, from now on. How was the football? It was good. They won. Thank you for asking. Kind of a game. The Sporting traveled to the north part of Portugal to play, and it's a team that has done okay over the years. They played fine. There was a couple of like disavowed goals from VAR, and then it was 1-1 for a long time, and then they scored one, and like it was not bad. Chelsea gave up a goal in the 96th minute to lose last night. That was pretty awesome. I mean, they tied, but it was bad. Switchback tied 3-3. Who were they playing? I didn't even see it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Molly's making food and it smells amazing. Molly's making food. It smells amazing. I need a stick. Tampa Bay Rowdies. That's not a bad franchise. I mean, it's in the same town as the head of the USL, so. I need another tool rack. Yeah, I think this flax fiber is all I have left. I moved to the other side of the grass field here. Got set up. I saw the gear turning the wrong way. Server not responding. Come on, server. Work it out. Deed, how are you? How's my weekend been? It's been great. It's been great. Pretty normal weekend for me. I work on the weekends, so it's been fine. It's been really good. I went out with some friends last night. There we go. I went out with some friends last night and watched some football, had a beer, and I would say that if you are a tourist, like this is a good time it's probably the most expensive time to come to Lisbon, and because it's the weather's nearly perfect. I mean, you're talking about 25 to 25 to 28 during the day and then 20 at night. Like I was 20 last night and like it was so nice outside and there's so many tourists. There's just so many tourists. I mean, we were like where this bar is, where the sports bar I went to last night is like right in the middle of the tourist section. So like there's no Portuguese. It's all English. Just got recommended this stream. One of the best games out there. Nix, you are not wrong on YouTube. You are not wrong. How long have you played? How long have you been playing this wonderful game? Oh, do we let these pelts cure? Interesting. How long have you lived in Lisbon? I've been here a couple years. Yeah. Been here a couple years. I've been playing since about February. Nix, that's awesome. I asked people the same two questions when they come in talking about Vintage Story. I asked, did you play Minecraft before? And how did you find this game? Because this game is not on Steam, and so I'm always interested to see how people came across it. Pelt. Medium. We need to make a jacket, which it doesn't really matter now. It's over. Wait, can't we make the... we can make a hunter bag, but that's not any more slots than... Oh, it is more slots. It's one more slot, Drax. I think... How many do I have in there? You can't see because you're blocking it. You have 4 and it takes 3. Oh, that's small. How many mediums does it take? Found it from a mutual on Twitter. I thought it was Minecraft mod with a sepia filter, but I was like, this looks really aesthetic. And he said it was a standalone. So we popped in VC and played. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think a lot of people, I think Minecraft's obviously the gateway to this game, and I think probably a lot of people quickly realize that it is not Minecraft. There's a bunch of streamers that I have watched or watch, and they're just like, I don't mind when people come in and say, is this Minecraft or is this Minecraft? Like, but there's some people I've watched who are like, it's not Minecraft. It's nothing like Minecraft. Like there's like a little bit of like, hey, it's not Minecraft. Okay. And I think I think they're both great games. And I think they both they serve two different purposes, right? In terms of block gameplay, right? Never a huge Minecraft guy, but I love this, honestly. Yeah, it's, I think if you like survival games, I think if you like homesteading games, I think you want to be challenged. And I think this is the right game. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This was the game I was looking for most often in my gaming life. And especially in the last few years, like I'd been searching for a game sort of like this, and I'm so happy that I found it, even though I didn't think, when I bought it and played it, I was like, I'm never playing this game again. It's awful. Because it's so hard. Such a hard learning curve. And now it's, not hard. It's not hard. It's all about knowledge acquisition. This game's all about knowledge acquisition. If you've got the knowledge, you'll be okay. With Minecraft's success, it should be a compliment being compared to it. I would think so, right? I mean, it got its start from Minecraft, right? Like, of course it did. Of course it did. Yeah, I mean, if they could sell this game I'm not positive about this, but I mean, like if a suitor came along and offered $4 billion, right? Minecraft's emphasis on the survival is the way I tell people about it. Yes. Yeah, dude. Exactly. I think that's spot on. I love the ease of setting up a dedicated server. I have a Linux NAS and set up one really easily. Yeah, it's pretty easy to set up a server. It's easy. I also like that it's easy to like change things and manipulate things and make it sort of the way you want it to be. We have reeds, but I think they're outside. I think the reeds are outside. All right, so we have 59 pieces of flax fiber after that horror deal. There it was. It threw me. Did you see it? It threw me there too. All right, let's take this. Yeah, there's a bug in the game right now. When you come out of a box, it throws you. It throws you. All right, I guess we can... I need to come out here, so I'm going to fight you. Hey, man, hi. Jeff, how are you? By the teen angels from his prehistoric block of glacier ice. Oh, man. I'm still taking a bit of a beating, even with the armor on. Come in here. Stop trying to throw things at me. Don't run. You're the one who wanted in here. Oh, I built this little seed holder. Isn't that fun? Ow! What was that? Something big. Hey, we got a piece of something or other here. Throw that in there. Was there a... That's in the other game. That's in the other game. There's a bug with making refractory bricks. I cannot make them. I put it in Discord. You can't make refractory bricks? Why are you in the refractory? How are you already in the refractory stage, Drax, living in a mud hut? I saw a thing that said Barney Rubble was actually Captain Caveman. I believe that. They look exactly the same, right? Do you recommend holding on to my copper till I can make tin, or should I make the anvil and start with copper stuff? In single player, I waited, but playing with some friends on multiplayer and not sure if I should hold off. No, make the anvil. Make the anvil with the copper. You're going to get started there anyway. Do it. And then just work your way through tin. At some point, you'll get to the point where you'll have more metal than you know what to do with. It's just such a respectable indie project. It really is. Like, the dev's such a good dude, and like the team's great, and their mod support's amazing, and they listen, and like I think the other thing that's like something to think about is that like they're updating this game pretty regularly, right? Like people are like, oh, tell me about this game. I'm like, I think the biggest thing is that like it's getting these really big regular updates for free, right? Like it's insane. I put all the correct things in the correct spots and will not produce anything. I do have a pickaxe and such. I can mine the tin, but I meant for an anvil, nails and such. I mean, like, I'm saying if you've got enough to make I'm saying, I guess if you have enough to make a tin bronze anvil, then make it. But don't let it hold you back, I guess. Like if you can make the copper anvil now and like, but you can't get enough tin, like don't let it hold you back. I guess that's what I'm saying. I try my best to skip the copper anvil if I can, but you can always break it back down into ingots. Yeah, that's true. You can. However, I know Andy has already built them and has steel, so I don't understand. Andy already has steel? Of course he does. It sounds like the background music is a bit loud. I don't know. Maybe it's just a song. Anybody else think the background music's too loud? It looks like it's at about the same place. Could have been just the song. Do we change here? I'll change the song and see. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't have any tin at the moment, so I'll just start with copper. It's a little high. It was that song. I changed the song. Let's listen to the new song, and if it's still too loud, we'll turn it down a little bit. I mean, it looks like it's about where it always is, but then again, I don't hear what you hear. The music I hear is like barely audible. I have to move it around based on how I feel. Like sometimes I want it to be a little bit louder, so it blocks the ringing in my ears. Other times it's too distracting, so I turn it down. My brain is different. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even pipe music to the stream, but I think it would be weird when I start singing. And you're like, what is he doing? Is this guy trying to get through the door? I mean, seriously, guy? Seriously, guy? 4-slot storage hunter bags. It was that song. All right. What? We don't have enough. We don't have enough cattails. We can actually make another one. These guys are talking about steel, and Drax is talking about getting hunter bags. Thank you for the follow. Jeff, I don't know what to tell you. I know that's not helpful. I don't know how to... You're saying Andy's already done it. You're saying Andy's already done it, and you can't do it. You two are the only ones that are going to make steel anytime soon. Yes, and Andy has done it. I wonder what's changed since the time Andy has done it. You're done it. And you're doing it. How many days ago did Andy do it, I guess is the question. What's changed since then, right? I'm unable to make hunter backpacks. I have the same medium pelt, but I'm unable to craft. Do I need more than one pelt? You do, I think. No, it only took one medium pelt. Do you have enough? Do you have enough cattails? Do. I'm gonna do it again here in a second. We'll see. I think it only took one. I just need to grab more cattails. My cattail storage is outside. It's 3 around, right? Yeah, it's just 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just make sure that it's perfect here. So there it is. 1 medium pelt, and you soaked it in fat, because these have been soaked in fat. This isn't just a pelt off the ground. You have to like let it cure in fat for a while. Yes, Andy has done it. Have we put anything on or changed anything? Yes. We added something. What was the last one we added? It says in the Discord. Boom, 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 boom. I will quickly build a crusher to test it. Ah, it's not cured. Yes. Yeah, I put 12 in each slot. I'm confused. Couldn't get it to the SP. Yeah, it's not cured. That's what it is, Deed. You need to cure it. You need some fat. You got to cure it. And that takes a couple of days in a basket or in your bags. This was already pre-cured. I cured this a few days ago. All right, Eon, test it. Jeff, we installed something within the last 2 weeks that wasn't on the server at the beginning, but I don't remember what the fuck it was. It's in the Discord. I'm like, I did this and then added this. That was the only thing that's changed. Stone Quarry got added, but it's not on there now. Breakfast poll, hash browns, crispy or fluffy? Yes. Softly, I agree. Yes. Either one. Either one. I'm in for the hash browns. Hunter backpack is class specific, hunter only, unless you have classes restricted, crafting switched off in game settings. Oh, I didn't think about that either. We don't have the class settings on. We do not have the class settings on. Thank you for that on YouTube. Boo, boo, boo. But it wouldn't even show you the ability to build it, right? If the things were off, right? Like you can't, when the class settings are on and you search for something, I don't think you can do it, right? Player corpse and X skills has been added. Can't see either of those doing it. Those are the ones we added, yeah. Those are the ones we added. Stone Quarry got added last night, but taken off, and the save that got restored was before we put it on, so that couldn't have done it, because the way the game sees it is that it was put on before that was put on, if you know what I mean. Thanks for the info. Yeah, I'm running everything default, and I chose commoner. Oh, so that could be it too, Deed. I didn't think about that. Class specific. Seriously? Seriously? I guess this is my first time learning this is class specific. Is that can I get another person to verify that the hunter backpack's class specific? All right. We're out of cattails, I think. We're out of cattails, Jack says. I don't think so. I don't think so either. I don't. And I made a bag one, and I don't remember that. I don't remember reading that it was class specific. It should state it in the handbook. Yeah, it doesn't say here that it is, right? Like if we look up, well, let's see. If we look up sling, yeah, the sling doesn't say it either, that it's class specific, and that's definitely class specific, right? Doesn't fat get dropped by every type of animal or only medium and large? Medium and large. Ew. Ew. Maybe if we type The wiki probably won't tell us this either because it needs help. Vintage story. Not that I don't trust the person on the internet. What is it? What's the saying? Something but verify. I don't think the backpack is class specific. Hunter backpack is a bag providing 4 slots in inventory, 16 for equipped. While equipped, the hunter backpack is displayed in the player model. Hunter backpack is assembled by cattails, U-shaped, 1 pelt. Nothing about being class specific. It certainly used to be class specific. Nothing in the wiki, nothing in the handbook. Wait, let's see if the wiki says that the Drax. Isn't the bow class specific too? The sling can only be crafted by a malefactor class unless the class exclusive recipes are set to false in the world configuration. Boom, 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 boom. Recurve. Well, it says that the sling in there, but I mean, like the wiki, as good as the wiki is, and it's great. Sometimes the wiki doesn't tell us. Sometimes the wiki doesn't tell you exactly what you want to read. That's the different keyboard. Recursive bow. Was not a good search, Drax. You almost did it right. Bows are ranged weapons, combat, and arrows. Bow can be obtained by either crafting or trading. Only the hunter can craft a crude bow and the recursive bro. I can see this thing currently, and I'm a commoner. Not sure if default has class specific off. I don't know if it does either. Craft the bro. Hi, Mama Jam. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Of course there's a rift right on the farm. Of course there is. Default is on. All right. That is helpful. Default is on. What'd you do with the knife, Drax? Boom, boom, boom. Burrow. Well, we need more cattails. We should probably... Wait, is there something in there? Drax. Wait, what? Fuck you. We can break these back down. 4 cattails. Huh? Hooray. I think we... I think it's more than this, though, right? No, actually. Heyo. Now we just need another 16 more or whatever. Why do I keep... X, stop. Please stop. How much money to make you stop? Oh, these are in the top now. If you're going to do this, you got to come down here, right? Take that one off. There we go. There we go. Yes, you can break back down the bags into cattails. That's not going to be enough. Did we... I didn't heal too hot from that fighting I was doing. I don't ever make bandages. Like, never. Does light keep rifts from spawning? No. They've got a mind of their own, especially when the rift activity is high. And especially if you're me. Why isn't my cool mod working? Well, it's not cold enough for these not to grow. I think we're going to put the farm here. We're just going to rework it. We're just going to rework it to make it make sense. Oh, Drax. That's a hole. That's a hole you don't want to fall into. I don't actually know where that goes. Hi, I'm looking for cattails. Looking for cattails and all. We're going to build a farm at some point once Drax pulls his head out of his butt. I know what some of you were saying. So this was house number 1. And we learned what Eon learned, which is sprockets turning the wrong way. That's where I wanted to live. You've reached survival level 2 just by running around? Stop it. Stop it. Well rested. Huge stomach. Increases your maximum saturation. Long life. Increases your health by 5% and additional 1% for each level of survival. Yes, please. Yes, please. Like, is that white sand? I don't think. No, there's a murder pit here. Nada. Is this snow stuck on the ground? I was like, why is this white? Look at this. Look at this. Look at it on the mini map. Look at it on the mini map. Artificial light does. Yes, it won't spawn inside your house. But daylight's not going to stop them from spawning. Could we enclose this square and keep the snow here forever? Forever, forever. Is it also just snowing in this one place? What is going on here? No, it's snowing here too, right? Yeah. That would be wild if it was just snowing in the one place. That's some good. That's some good chunk stuff there. How's the music now? Loud? Too loud? Not loud enough? If you're on YouTube, you can't hear the music because there's no music on YouTube. I always tell people, if you're like, I like watching you, Drax, but the music is not for me, you can always watch on the YouTube side and then you won't hear any music. Is a little loud. I wonder why it went loud on me all of a sudden. How about it's at 30, like you know, here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing I turned it down. I just turned it down again. Let me know if it's better. And then there's something in the switching of scenes is turning it back up. Some code that Drax has put in there. I put down what it is. I got to remind myself when we switch scenes again. You know what? We can just do that right now. Here, we'll switch the AFK and then back and see if that resets the music thing. Hold on. Yeah, it's that. So when it switches to AFK, it puts the music up to make it louder because I'm away and I want the music to be louder. And then when I come back, it's set to a predetermined number, which might be too high, built into the scene switching number. Hold on, let's come in here. Do. I found that one. There it is. Boo, 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 boo. All right. Oh, shit. Dude. I'm messing with the stream right now. Hold on, it went back up. I need to turn it down, but I have to run. All right, now it won't do it again. Now it'll set it the correct one. Thank you for saying something. I do appreciate that. Oh shit, did I just hit him? That would have been really bad. Like I've said before, if there's something you see or hear in the stream, please tell me because I I have the ability to monitor it, but like I'm listening to the game sounds and the music at a much different level than what you're listening to. I want it to be standard so you can turn it up or turn it down. The music, of course, can't be controlled. But I also, it's going directly into my ear holes. And so like, I'm also very like, I'm very sensitive about the sound and like what sounds I hear. Like if you watch the stream for a long time, I'm sure you've noticed like when there's a song that like, I'll just skip the song like mid song when it's annoying me. If we make bread, we can switch this for a crown. You can't come up here, dude. You know, I think also we've talked about this before, but like, I also think that like, wouldn't it be great if the traders, like when a threat got close, the trader just like went bananas and was like, you know what? No, and just started firing arrows at whatever was out there. What are you doing out here, dude? Can we hit him? Ooh, he's like, I don't understand why I can't get you. Why can't I get you? We're dancing with a shiver. Round and round the shiver goes. Round and round. You really gonna run? What's the return on the shiver? Does he go out? Think about his life and go, you know what? What was I running for? That's Drax. And then does he turn around and come back or does he go forever? Like the bear the other night, remember? When I was like, oh, don't turn your back on a bear. And then the bear came back over the hill and scared the shit out of me. Did he just crawl back into the rift? He was like, you know what? Never mind. Never mind, Drax. Never mind. I was looking for cattails. And then I got distracted. Big surprise. Looking for cattails and got distracted. This is where he comes back on us, right? Couple little ponds up here. I think if we play our cards right, we might actually get some fruit this year. I guess let's pull these and move them to a more centralized location as we find them. Boo, boo, boo. Oh yeah, look at all of these. The server starts in 20 minutes and the ad break is in 20 minutes. Fruit trees. Yeah, there's a couple of them here. They didn't fruit last year. They'll fruit this year. Those are just in the wild too. I need to restate that this is VS quick, so it takes a bit. Yeah, if there's a way to test that, you have to do it though to make sure that it's gonna. So, I've made refractory bricks once, and that I thought that was. I made steel at what I wanted to make steel before the end of 2024, and I did. I made it in November of 2024, right, or the first week of December, right before the Christmas server started. I made steel, and then I never played on the server again because we launched the new Christmas server. So I made, in true Drax fashion, I made the steel and then stopped playing the game. Stopped playing that run of the game. And it was bugged, remember? It like fell over a couple of times and like it was acting all wonky. All right, well, there's a lot more of these here than I thought. Uh-oh, Yaz on the server. Do. Boo. This isn't going to take away from our making of the... This is not going to take us away from the making of the amazing... We have to plant today. We have to. Before we log out, we've got to plant. We need to at least get the flax back in the ground. But I mean, we're so close to the next bag. I don't understand why we wouldn't do it. Do. Oh, that's scary. Hi. Oh, hello. It's an underground cave. Cool. Oh, would you look at this? Anybody for some quartz? Hello, Mr. Bunny. There's so many of them right here. I always pull them and I'm like, I'm going to replant them and put them where I want them to be. And then like, I always plant them in the worst possible place. I think in the last server, I had a really nice place for them. And that worked. And I didn't move them 12 times. 32 of them. Planting before you log out. So this is a 12-hour stream. Nothing could be farther from the truth, actually. Nothing could be farther from the truth. Drax, we're going to do one thing 12 hours later. I achieved the one thing that should have taken 30 minutes. For the content. For the content. Can we get everything out of there? Perfect. All right. Well, we're in the big times now, right? We got 4 extra bag spaces out of that. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby. Back to the base. Don't really. You can't punch the cattails out of the ground, right? You have to use a knife, otherwise it disappears. It destroys them. Am I right on that? No, you can punch them out of the ground. Why was I thinking you couldn't punch them out of the ground? Oh, no. Oh, I guess, wait, if you cut the top off... If you cut the top off, you can punch them out of the ground. Did you see that? Using a knife preserves the root. So, like, if we cut the top off and then punch them... And then punch them... You get the root. Did you see that? I didn't know that before. I always just thought you couldn't do that. So cut the top off and then punch them out. Huh? Huh? Min-maxing knife durability. Exactly, Beard. Exactly. Woo, that's a hot tip right there. Man, that's a short. Cattails. Love your YouTube videos, by the way. First time I've caught you live. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I have to go to the catch up with a very old friend. Hey, Walker over there on YouTube. Thank you for coming in and saying something. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching the videos. New info. I missed it. Can you do it again? That is new to me. In your last YouTube video, you discussed starting a 1.21 single player. That would be great. Hey, I've got 1.21 single player going now. It's called Explorer. It's 30 episodes in, but I'm looking to do another one called Sleep. Because Flint is so hard to find. Mama Jama, I'm just talking about like... All right, so if you cut off the top, and then you can punch out the root. If you just punch it without cutting off the top, it disappears. It just takes the top, but not the bottom. Do you think it's supposed to be that way? Do you think we just like did the hacksaw bugs? Let's say you're out somewhere and you don't have a lot of knife left and you can't find any stones. I mean, I think if you're doing like a survival run, that's huge. Because like every little bit of tool durability, like if you're doing one of my, like I did like 32 by 32 block challenge videos. I've done a bunch of them, and like every little bit of durability you can save is something that you definitely want to be a part of. Yeah. 47 of them. If you value durability over time. Yeah, I think we all know that I do not value durability over time. I value time. I mean, I'm a guy who's like, you're starving, Drax, stop running. But then I keep running. Hi. Is this a modern novel? A modern novel? Yes. Wait, what? Do we have some of these planted somewhere else? I don't think so. Where do we want to plant them? Maybe right here. Got to take out the flowers first. How long until berries are about? The end of the month, I'm guessing. The end of the month in the game, I'm guessing. Can they not be? You should take this grass out while you're doing this. It's not like you're not going to need more grass. As opposed to a vintage story. Oh, I get it. I mean, I never said I was quick. Thank you. Thank you. I take cash donations at the door on your way out. I have some spare food, but you need to travel a bit south. Should I put curing pelts somewhere to cure faster, or just in my inventory is good enough? I think they cure a little faster in a chest or in a crate. But I mean, we're not talking about a huge amount of time, I don't think. Last one. All right, totally planted all those. That's 49? That can't be right. I know I need to keep these flowers, and I know that me throwing them into the water here is going to come back to haunt me later, but oh God. More crocs and bowls. We need another. We need another whatchamahoosit. I'm okay. Whatever. All right. I don't know. Like, I think this is where I want to put this. We're going to take out this cute little pond, though, doing it. Server restarts in 10 minutes. I mean, partially because we've already got it over here. How much dirt is in storage? 120 medium. 70 and low. Not a lot, Drax. So we're not going to do any kind of major filling. And of course, I'm beginning this project in the middle of the night. We don't have to step up. We could actually get ourselves some dirt here. There goes the shovel. Do we have enough stones to make a stone fence? Inquiring Draxes want to know. If I'm going to move these berry bushes, this is the time to do it, right? Every day, he's shoveling. It's true. Very, very true. Professional shoveler. I think we don't put this back here. We'll find somewhere else to make charcoal next time. Maybe the berry bushes are not on this plane. Oh, they're not. Oh, yeah, they are. Yes, they are, Drax. 28 days. Let's pull them. Let's pull them and move them. I use your video to make charcoal. Lots of wood. Loser. Yeah. Didn't work. Loser. I had someone yesterday, Dav, in RimWorld, and they dropped some drugs in, and I was like, they dropped some psych tea because I had someone addicted to it and I was breaking them of it. They dropped it in, and I was like, please don't drop any more of that in. I was like, I'm trying to break them. And they're like, just let them be addicted. I was like, that's not cool. They didn't say anything else, so I thought they went away. And then towards the end of stream yesterday, I was like, thanks so much. It was right at the end. They came in and they're like, I'm coming back. I'm coming back next time. I'm going to drop even more drugs. I'll be back for more drugs. I banned them. And I thought to myself, like, do you think that person just doesn't realize that, like, that I can just not have them ever come back to the stream? Like, there's nothing you can do, Drax, to stop me. I'm going to come back. Oh, wait, what happened? Love it. I love it. I think we'll put it right here. Right here. I think we'll put this farm right in here, right where we cleared this out. Ask yourself the question. Can they still use room correct, or do we have to set the ban people can't even watch? They can't even, I mean, they can't watch, so they can't use room connect, right? It'd be pretty crazy if they could still drop drugs. He's like, you banned me, but I can still drop things, Drax. Nice try. Granite stones, 378. You got what this is going to be made out of. Granite. Used to be banned, people could still watch, just not chat. That would be crazy. How would you stop? I wonder. Can they still watch? I've never been banned from a channel. I know that's surprising. I would laugh my ass off if they show up and drop drugs. I would not enjoy a banned person still watching me. Yeah, Tova, me either. How are you? That would not be fun. Yes, you can still watch. Oh, lost? Knows. We're not going to ask how. I assume you can watch if you don't log in. That's true. You just can't chat. Half the time, I would ban somebody for being creepy, you know? Yeah, right. Used to be the norm on Twitch. I think they added it. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could come in anonymous, right? You could not log in and then just watch. But I don't know. I mean, but wait, so to activate, you need to activate Rim Connect. So maybe you have to be logged into your account to make that part of it work, right? Because remember the first time you do it, it's like, do you want to give access to this? Maybe that's how they control it. Rim Connect does require you to be logged in. Perfect. Tova, thank you. All right, so they can't come in and do it. That would be awful. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to drop things unless they had another account. Well, I guess we'll find out next Saturday if random guy comes back in to drop more drugs. I was gonna ban. I may clean up or make the drugs more expensive. Like I think that like Go Juice prevents ban users from viewing your streams. Thanks, Dav. I think that like there's a cup like the Go Juice, like once in a while you'll get like a Hussar, and aren't they like genetically altered to have it? And so like that's not an addiction, like that's part of who they are and they need it. So like I don't mind people dropping stuff like that. And I don't mind, of course I don't mind like the soft stuff, but like I got Luciferium can't be dropped anymore. I'm so tired of people just coming in and dropping Luciferium for like laughs and like as much as I love reading the description of that one because it's fucking horrible and jarring, like it's not fun. Like I don't play RimWorld for the drug part, right? I know that we talk about this a lot when we play RimWorld, but I know a lot of people like that's part of the game and they use it and they work it, but like that's not why I play RimWorld. It's just not. It's not. I don't want to produce. I don't want to do any kind of. I don't want to have anything to do with drugs. Yeah, some of the pawns need the drugs. Yeah, there's no way around that, right? And so like I don't want to take them off because then some people will drop the drugs in and I'll be like, all right, thank you for that, so I don't have to go and make some so they can stay alive. I always feel bad when like it's someone who's spawned a pawn from Rim Connect and they're addicted or whatever, or that's part of who they are, and I'm like, oh man. All right, I'm gonna get up and stretch. You should do the same. More RimWorld. I wish. More Vintage Story after the break. Hi, I'm Drax Fantastic for Drax Fantastic. I'm peddling my own wares today. Do you like wearing hats? How about putting stickers on things? You too can have this merchandise in your hands.
Time to make the donuts.
We got punted. We got punted. Jazz is wild, man. You know what, Dav? Jazz is wild. Voodoo over on YouTube. Hi. The stream has been going. It's already started. The server restarts twice a day to keep it healthy. And it is at the threes, right? Doesn't it restart at like 3 o'clock in the morning too? It's on European time too, so I have no idea. What time does it restart for you? It comes in and tells you, like, I used to have it set so that it didn't tell you, it just restarted. Because I was like, everybody knows what time of the day it is. And then someone was like, can you please make it so that it might warn us before it restarts? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, I was in the middle of something. I'm like, I just don't. And so with some help, we got it to start warning you. It starts warning you at 30. It's like, you have 30 minutes to do what you're going to do. And you're like, no. Is that a server setting or a cron job you have set? Now it restarted. It is a server setting. It can be done a couple different ways, but it can be a bunch of different ways it can be done. Through mods, through the server side stuff. Oh, he's alive. I mean, you just got here. We've been here the whole time. Where have you been? How you doing, Voodoo, over there on the YouTubes? Welcome. Welcome. Has it been enough time? Has it been enough time? I don't think it has. I don't think it's been enough time. I'm also running an MP instance, but I don't have it restarting. Gonna have to look into it. Yeah, dude, the server gets, especially our server, it gets use, especially for this first few weeks. A lot of people in, a lot of people building, and we have people from like all over the big blue orb. So it takes very little downtime. Time to find coffee then? Yeah, Vard, time to find some coffee. It takes very little downtime throughout the day. And so just the overall server health, just dumping it out and jumping back in helps a lot. Most people say you should at least do it once, like it should restart once a day, right? Yeah, I only have 3 friends playing, so it's definitely not crazy traffic-wise. We used to do it once, and then we decided that twice a day is good, right? So it gets sort of a flush every 12 hours, where everything comes down. Then it backs itself up. It's backing itself up too all the time, but it's good. It's overall like we've seen better performance overall out of it. Enslaved, aka employment. The job. The job. That's what I would do as well. Like
A ship has
modded
entered our
Minecraft.
waters.
Yeah.
A resource colony ahead. Buildings on the horizon. Protect yourself and our
citizens well. I think we have to, like, when that guy's new game comes out, we have to play it, right? Falconeer Chronicles of Narnia, or I don't know what the new one's called, but I follow him on Blue Sky, and he actually seems like a pretty decent dude. Like, I think politically we're aligned, because half the stuff he's saying, I'm like, I say that stuff. Not on the social medias, but there's this yeah, I only look on Blue Sky right now, and I've got most of the politics like removed from my timeline. It's all gaming stuff, streamers and game devs and game publishers. But I also follow some friends on there, and they don't have the same rule I have, which is like you've got a personal account and then you've got your streamer account. For a lot of people, I think that's like one and the same. And I just think, like, for me, I feel like the personal account should be where you can do all your political stuff. And then on your like streamer side, can we keep it business? You stream on Twitch with the same name? I do. I have a link. I have a link to make it easy for you. Yeah, I stream on Twitch and YouTube. I always tell people that I don't care where you watch, wherever you feel more comfortable watching. And I'll take a follow or a sub on both though. And if you don't want to hear the light, if you don't want to hear the light jazz music on YouTube, there is no music. Like Dav would be so much happier, I think, just watching on YouTube because they wouldn't have to hear the jazz. Mine used to be one account for both. I now no longer use any inflicted social media. Yeah, I mean, I I used to be the same. My persona was in both places back when I was like, the first time I did this years and years ago. And in my second iteration of life, I decided to split my personal and my work. That just seems smart, right? Like I don't need people who I work with following me on my personal social media, right? And so I did that in the last job I had. And then in this one, I was like, I want complete separation from me, right? Like I need to become Drax Fantastic and not post, anything. I don't post anything on my social media anyway. Not in a long time. Once in a while. I have like a love-hate with most social media. I think probably like a lot of people, right? Like I go through fits where I'm just like it doesn't help me when like all of like the big tech companies are sitting down with the orange dictator. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me want to stay on board with them, right? Just stop using Facebook, which was my last one. I technically still have Facebook BS, but I don't have the apps anymore, so I need to make specific effort to use them. Dav, I know a lot of people. I was reading an article yesterday about a guy who was like, listen, I have a teenager and I don't want to be that parent who, when they look up, they always see me down in my phone. And I realized the only way I could do that was by removing the apps from my phone or putting them somewhere where it's harder to get to them and keeping me more focused on the people in my life than the people in the screen. And I was like, I think it takes a lot of people time to get there, right? Mastodon only for me, still toxic sometimes, but I'm happy that I ditched Facebook years ago. Yeah, Blind Coder, I have a Mastodon account that I post to all my business stuff. And then I'm on Lemmy, which also has some Mastodon pull-in. I think the last two are, I look at Blue Sky every morning, and then I'm on Lemmy a couple times during the day. And I've got it pretty curtailed into things that I'm interested in and still like very game focused. I put my Facebook on sleep mode, so I have to very deliberately log in if I want to have that smart. Thank you. We're back. That wasn't too bad. It's like 7 or 8 minutes while it's like taking care of business in the background. I think if you're playing on the server, it's like a good reason to like get up, stretch, remind yourself that you've been sitting too long, get a coffee. There's no directed SM, which I use now, unless you count YT or Twitch. I still stare at my phone, but it's game. I'm using them for sanity during the baby screaming. During the baby screaming. Dav, the baby's just screaming your name. Dav, I love you. Ah. I've heard about an 8, but I don't know if I'll know what that is. I don't know what that is either. Yeah, I got a coffee and some healthy food. See, Eon, that's perfect. And some healthy food, Drax. The only reason I still have Facebook account for access is because for some reason, that's where local emergency services organize like to share info and living in the hurricane zone. Well, Ravi, you're not I think that was our last conversation about Facebook, which was so many people are still on Facebook because so many municipalities and like neighborhood groups have put information on there that can only be found there. And like, what the fuck? We can't throw up a website with that information on it? Come on. That and audiobooks. Man, I love audiobooks. I'm listening to 2 right now. If you all have is a baby, looking at your phone while they're streaming mode is intelligence. Most of the time parents disassociate, so for to use that time to talk to people is smart. I think that's because older folks maybe? Yeah, probably, Molly. Okay, boomers. I have Facebook too. It's all personal preference, right? Like, based on our last conversation about Facebook too, I might have come off a bit harsh. I think I walked a bit back, but like, I choose not to use it. If you choose to use it, that's up to you, right? Like, I'm not a big fan of it. And I use it for this because it's an easy way to disseminate information. But like, I think it's what Blind was saying, right? Which is like Mastodon, which is open source and is a much smaller community, is actually quite nice, but it still seeps in even there, right? Even there. And that's like a really high barrier of entry to try to get into. I usually check in with my streamers and things. I'm a geriatric millennial, not a boomer, silly. I'm that guy that asks every local organization what their RSS feed is. Public information outside of America Advertising Corporation is. Blind, how many people do you ask, like, what's your RSS feed? And like, what are you talking about? My kids were 20 years ago. I just stared into the void. I only have Facebook for family, basically. I think there's that too, Softly, right? There's lots of people like, am I disconnected from a number of my friends and family? Absolutely. They think that they probably know at this point after a decade or more that I'm not there, right? But I think there's a lot of people, like, would I like to know what's going on with my extended family, my cousins and stuff like that? Sure, I would. Should I call them and figure it out? Absolutely. Am I going to do that? Probably not. Would it be easier to follow them on Facebook and see what their lives are like? Yeah, I'm not doing that either. I'm the worst. Like, I have friends that still, I gave up Instagram at the beginning of the year, and like, I liked that because you could still see people and what they were doing, at least. But like that's shifted so much from where it started, which was just pictures, to people like, now it's just more than just a picture. What is RSS? At least 2 fixed their broken feed after I asked. So that's nice, Blind. Space on Facebook doesn't cost you anything. So people put all their stuff, what was previously on a website up there or on Discord. Close a channel. That's all info is gone. Yeah, not sure. I didn't think about that. It's free, right? There's no upfront cost. You don't need to be a coder. You don't need to hire a web guy or gal or person. You can just put it up there. There it is. Done. You can, someone in the office can knock that out, right? It's what podcasts use to notify about new episodes. Real simple syndication is what RSS stands for. And in the very beginning of the podcasting era, that's how, exactly right. That's how podcasts pushed out their new updates. But you can get RSS feeds for just about anything. Like, I have an RSS reader with like all the tech blogs in it, and every day it just updates. Then whenever I'm ready to go read it, I just go through and read them, mark them off. It's really, RSS is probably one of the greatest things that's ever happened to the internet in my mind. Funny you say about local groups. I left Facebook because our local group turned sour. Fucking patriot vandals. I'm not a racist. I just think we need to take back our country from. I lost my shit and just left the app entirely. Yeah, Dev, that's got to be tough. It's got to be tough. Sarah, 5 months. Holy shit. Thank you for the support, friends.
Hi, Drax.
I appreciate it. Happy Sunday indeed. I do this full time, everybody. They get to continue using cool emotes like this, which is just one of the many ways you can support me. Remember, you need to support your streamers. This is I'm providing entertainment. Can't you feel it? Hi, Jim. How are you? Welcome in. I don't mind if orgs put their stuff on Facebook. I mind if they put their stuff on Facebook only. I don't watch podcasts either, so I have zero ideas. So the RSSs aren't just used for podcasts, right? They're used for all syndication methods. A lot of websites you'll see have like RSS feeds. Like, news organizations have RSS feeds so that all the news can be delivered on that feed, so you can look at it in a reader. It's a really, really cool thing. Like, it's a great way to like centralize all your information in one place and then read it at your own pace. Also get updates on stuff, right? Especially if someone doesn't post a lot. Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 5 months. Thank you for the 5 months. Yes, I know. I've been standing here. It's snowing again. Did I miss the whole daylight cycle? I did not. It's 5 a.m. We're building this thing. We got to move these berry bushes. Where the hell are we going to put them? Where the hell are we going to put them? Simply put, it's a file on a server that contains information about the latest articles, podcasts, whatever, headline content, read more, links, podcasts, etc. Yeah, Blind. Yeah, it's good. Aren't you entertained? I used to use RSS feeds back in the day. I've been using them for years and years and years. In the UK, they are spraying George Cross on everything which doesn't move. I actually took pictures last time I went on a walk. Some of them were hilariously bad. People loving the flag. Oh, and a load of them fresh from Amazon flags were appearing in town. I didn't realize this was going on, Dav. But then again, my British news intake is the BBC a couple times a week. I still wish I understood the internet better so I could understand, because this seems like how I would like to read info. I wrote my own RSS reader, still maintain it and use it, but yeah, it's a statistical outlier. I mean, Tova, I think like, I don't know if there's, I'm sure there's a nice little video that like wraps up RSS for you on the YouTubes and how to use it. But like, once you start using it, like, this is pretty fantastic. And like, my RSS reader is free. I use it and it's on my phone and it's on the web and it stays synchronized. So if I'm reading on my phone, what I've read then is also on the web. So when I sit down on my computer, if I want to keep reading, I can keep reading. Blind, I like that you wrote your own RSS reader. That's really cool. That's really cool. The UK is in a racist meltdown right now, sadly. If you have Nextcloud, it's news plugin. It's actually an RSS reader. Oh, wow, cool. Very cool. I don't have Nextcloud. Yeah, what sound the eagle scream noise to me? Just weird that you have them there. They aren't local to the area. I used a browser plugin called Feedly. Yeah, I think that's still out there. There's a lot of them. When Google had a reader. I had a reader like early on. Google shut down theirs, and then I made a switch to another one, and now I'm using another one, which I can't remember the name of, because of course I can't. Do 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 do. Boo 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 boo. What the hell is it called? What the hell is it called? Starts with an I. Boo boo boo. Do 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 do. This is the one I'm using. It's free. Yes, you can pay for it. But I mean, if you have like under 100 RSSs, it's free and it's great. And I've used it for years and I love it. Their big thing to make money is to get like corporations and stuff. And I think they're doing a good job. It's a really slick interface. Really great. TTRSS is popular too. Yeah, I use Google Reader and then switched to Feedly when it shut down. We're copying the UK, copying the US. It's so confusing. I mean, everybody's just like, there was an article talking about like how everything's just turned, right? Like we've turned back to the fascist tide is back again. We didn't lose it. We didn't learn anything in 100 years, everybody. We're exactly where we were 100 years ago. Welcome back for take 17 of humans do it all over again, except the exact same way. They call it Uniting the Kingdom rally was yesterday. It was a group of right-wingers going around stirring up lower numbers in each locale. They claimed thousands are furious. That being said, apparently there was actually 150,000 in the rally in London. Wait, what are they upset about? You left the EU. You got your way. Good luck to you, my friend. Good day, sir. I love stuff that's free for consumers and $1 for business. Yeah, softly. I had the paid version for years, but then realized that like I didn't need it anymore. I was aggregating a bunch of stuff and then decided I didn't want to do it anymore. I'm going to Google RSS explain for you an 80-year-old grandma and see what YouTube gives me. Do it, Tova, do it. My grandfather is rolling over in his grave. Tova, all of our grandparents are rolling over in their fucking graves right now. Like this is the reason it's on the rise, because all the people that know about what happened last time are dead. So they're not here to give us like the don't do this bullshit. We lived through it. All of us are like, life's great. Like we've never known any real hardship, right? Everything's coming back, even flared pants. Boats. The freaking Musk spoke at a rally. Like, what the fuck does he have to do with it? I saw that headline, Dav. I didn't read anything because I don't want to ever hear Elon Musk's name again too soon. He's speaking at all those Germany too. Small boats making the whole country furious. They're just brish, like the French are Frenchies. My grandfather was actively in World War II. He's not been gone that long. My grandfather's been gone a long time. All my grandparents had something to do with World War II. All of them were there. All of them were there. They lived through the Great Depression, famine, and the Second World War. I can't believe any of them would be happy with what we're doing. I can't believe any of them happy with what we're doing. Why are there sticks here, Drax? I got sticks lined up everywhere. Isn't there? Oh, here we go. Dude, this is some music. My other grandfather was involved in NASA, so he wasn't doing WW2 stuff. Yeah, my one grandfather was a Marine, and he was over there in the South Pacific. My other grandfather was a mechanic for airplanes, and he was part of it. And then both my grandmothers, my one grandmother was a nurse, and my other grandmother, like, we failed. She was in Alaska working with the Russians during the Second World War. I don't think she was anything more than a secretary, but like if I just read like the byline of what she was doing up there, I'm like, spy, right? Like with my, like, all the television shows and books I've read about spies, right? I read what she was doing and where she was and what she was up to, and I'm like, spy. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I think that's just me jumping to conclusions. Jumping to Drax conclusions. Spy. And I was an idiot most of the time. My grandparents were. I was young when they were still together. I mean, still like together in their heads, right? Weren't too old. And by the time I had pulled my head out of my ass into my mid-20s, one of them was already out the door on my mom's side, and the other one was already out the door in his mind. So it's like one of those things you were like, I don't know, kids, if you've got grandparents you can still talk to, ask them every fucking question you can right now, because at some point they're going to be gone and you're going to be like, fuck. Whoops. I should have asked them more. Should have made them talk more. We should have taken some video, right? My grandmother was 100% a spy too. 100%. I mean, yeah. I've seen pictures. There's pictures of her up there. And like, what a time. What a time. Everything's coming down a level. I've been trying to be my grandmother's pen pal for years. I mean, it's not, yeah. I mean, also, I think there's that, Molly. It's not easy. Like, I talked to my grandfather about the war a couple of times, and that wasn't something that he was like too excited to talk about, right? He didn't see awful shit, but I know that, like, and also, like, by the time I'm talking to him, that was years ago. Like, so many years ago, like 30, 40 years ago. So, like, think about if someone was like, hey, Drax, remember 30 years ago what you were doing? I'd be like, well, I wasn't born yet, but I can't remember. Can't remember that far back. My grandfather's military jacket reads like a cover story written by an unpaid intern. I like everything about what you just said. Let's just cut through this. I realize it's still snowing. I'm tired of unpredictable times, though. At this point, I hope for a swift demise. I don't think that's how it plays. I don't think that's how it's going to play. I think it's going to play exactly like it's played the last few times. We're already in the middle of it, and we can't see the forest or the trees, right? Right, we're in the middle of it, but we don't know we're at the middle or the start. Drax, what the hell is this shit, man? Eating reeds is such a waste, but they're so tasty. I don't know if that's too many war movies or just how wartime records ended up. That could be. Could be. My mom's mom jacket reads the same. All right, we moved the berry bushes. We need to take this down a notch. We need to pull this back a little bit. The server's not... There it is. The server's not responding. That just means someone's corralling the 750 pigs they have on the server that they don't want to tell Drax about. There's got to be a mod that does that too. Remember, like, there was a mod in Vintage Story that allowed you to say, hey, once it reaches this many animals, it begins to auto-slaughter them. Some have said, oh, it doesn't matter how many animals you have. It doesn't affect the overall server's performance. But do we believe that? Do we believe it? Dude is very precise. No, that's not how all wartime records were read. No, we do not believe that. We do not believe that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Every time there's a slowdown in the server, I don't think, oh, that's the server side technology problem. I'm squinting my eyes at one of my fellow server players like this. What are you guys doing over there? What's going on over there right now? Remember, where I live is it always rains. Which means it always snows. It always snows and it always rains. I think after the server movement it started, could be some hardware stuff as well, but this slowing will happen anyway. How many petrobytes is the save now? Yeah, you're right, Eon. It's partly we moved hardware and the hardware is not as good as the last hardware. And then two, it's at 15 gigs right now. So it's small. The last one, when we finished the server, it was at 50 plus, I think, gigs was the server save file, 50 gigs. And that was with all of us living next to each other. Can you imagine how big it'll get this time? Maybe they rework some of the save since the update. Maybe we'll get some, maybe it'll be better. But our friend Buckmaw is like, I don't know. So from 1.19 to 1.2, the change is dramatic. The file size is out of hand. Which on a single player, you're like, whatever, you don't even notice. But on a server, like every time it needs to back up 50 gigs, right? Taking multiple snapshots of the server. If animals stay on restart, they're 100% being tracked by the server. You have the right of it. Could be the server, but most likely more than 700 pigs. Yeah, there's 700 pigs. It's hard for me to hide my shenanigans as I primarily only play on the server when I'm streaming. So whatever I'm up to, which is hardly anything that's taxing anything, right? This is where we lived the first time. I'm guess you know what? I think we have a flint hoe. We probably time to upgrade that. I have 12 pigs. A Jeff story, a hairy Jeff story. I have 12 pigs. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just making a joke. I don't care how many pigs you have. I feel like I put one of them in here. Probably not. Talk to me about an empty crucible. Wait, well, how is there aquavit in there? Did someone drop booze at my house? Or did I pick up a jug that had aquavit in it the whole time? I made second fence to keep them from overflowing. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Can we... Drax opens every bin 27 different times. Are we missing, are we missing one? Oh, it's being hidden. It's being hidden. Granite rock, rammed earth. Can we sort all of this? Got a couple of axes there. Ooh. This I should keep it, I guess. We can put some seeds out on the seed rack. That's all the grass. Didn't I pick up some more? I did. I picked up some more of this too. So I didn't make any. That's not true. Where are they? They're there. I'm like, wait, I didn't make any of these. Let's do 2 of these. Go here. Charcoal, anybody? I saw it. Just need un. Light that. We need a hoe. And something else. A hoe and a knife, probably. How much durability does a knife have on it? 150. Maybe another shovel. We're removing more dirt. That's probably the smart move. Store those right there. Let's just store those right there. This needs to be more. 32. Hang these up here. I still don't like these, but that's okay. That's okay, Drex. Needed some. We can't store. We can't, like, what they need to fix that. The mod that allows for food storage, I think that's the one that broke the ability to put seeds on the ground. Like, my favorite thing about the update, and I installed a mod that broke the ability to put the seeds on the ground. Makes me cry. Makes me cry. If I had any kind of due diligence, I would go to the mod
Drax,
page.
Why are you like this?
I would go
Why?
to the mod page and see if someone else is having the same problems and see if they can fix it. But I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe I need to go over. I need to go to the food storage mod page and just look and see if they know that it's, I'm guessing that's where it came from, because it was working, and then when we installed it, it stopped working. You too, Jenny? Yeah, I love it. I love being able to just put them on the ground. But I also like I'm not alone. I like the food storage mod, and I know a lot of people on the server also like the food storage mod, so. I said I wasn't going to cut down this tree, but here we are. Cutting down this tree. Cutting down this tree. Had to happen. Progress, Strax. Progress. That's what I wanted to do. Game, sometimes... Oh, there, I did it again. That's hot. We need the tongs. Close the door so you don't get some crazy thing walking in on you. Grab this. Go like that. Give me a hoe, lots of hoe. Don't fence me in. That's how that song goes, right? That's how that song goes, right? Are there any good tech mods for VS, like Mechanism or AE2 in Minecraft? Excellent question. I don't think I'm the right person to answer that. I know that there are some tech kind of stuff in the game. I don't know. I have never used a mod like that, so I don't know. But someone here might have used something like that. I know there's like, isn't there like, there's electricity. I think there's some kind of mechanical stuff going on. Do do do. Boo do 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 do. What an interesting design, Drax. Oh. No pressure if you screw this up. No pressure. You can go out this door and do this. Was it done? Do 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 do. This here. Shovel me. All right. Shovel me. Boom, boom. This is no time for the server to be hiccuping. 300 chickens and a dream. I'm guessing, Jim, no one has used the mechanical stuff. I don't even think I've looked for a mod that does that sort of thing, to be honest. What's going to happen when it catches up? I mean, there's like a couple mods that I really want to play with. Like, would I like to learn the alchemy mod more? Yeah, but I need to focus on that. I still want to do some kind of rustbound magic at some point, and I'm guessing at some point I might actually pull that off, but I end up installing half these mods and then never make it out of the base game. Do 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 do. Boo 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 boo. Ooh. Glitched for a second there. All right, we got a hoe. And this was the right call because the shovel only has 112 more hits on it. And we know how Drax likes to move dirt. We know how Drax likes to move. I'm ice skating. Boo boo boo. Let's hang. Well, I'm like, why are you carrying this on you? Because you've got no other space. That's what I was gonna do. Here, come here. Do 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 do. Let us make something else. We can hire more things. Oh, I guess I hung that up. All right. Anything else? Anything else? All right. This needs to come down too. Here's the pig that was given to us by Spin. I always have a hard time. I always have a hard time with gifts on the server, right? I take them and smile and say thank you. But for me, and we've talked about this before, like, this is content. I'm not doing things, then like, what am I doing? All right, where are we gonna... Do we just take this down and move it somewhere else? Can we grab this? There we go. Do. This pig is gonna live in here forever. Forever. Time goes by so fast when you have to be up early. Yeah, I gotta be up early tomorrow too for the first time in a very long time. I'm gonna have to set my alarm tomorrow to get up on time. To get up on time, I am not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it. I have to leave in like 15 minutes. I'm not even done with my coffee. You're not even done with your coffee. It's a travesty. That's a travesty. How long before Crocs will stack? Boo boo boo. Floating boxes. Floating boxes. The house needs to be bigger. Oh, I guess we can hang up those. We can put we can put one there. Glad we made our bags bigger, huh? That has food in it. I'm taking it there's bowls somewhere. Oh, there's more cook pots in there. Did you see them? I saw them. We can do what I always do, which is put more bowls in here and then forget they're in there, then make more bowls. Forget they're in there and then make more bowls, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Drax jumping into bed. I'm like, I'm going back to bed. Oh, they're outside. Right? Somewhere here. You can also put them on a shelf. That's true. I could. Or get into bed. Or get into bed. What kind of door was above your cellar? It's a trap door. It's a trap door. That's what I call a refrigerator. An in-ground refrigerator. It's like the cheap and easy way to store food. We got a couple of vessels down there. It's a solid version of the trapdoor. Yeah. Yeah. I think it looks great. And then I've always got an extra one that I put on a wall. It doesn't do anything. What's in here? 100 billion granite stones. Let's move these somewhere. Is it time to tell the server that we need to go back to better? We need to go back to better hardware. Did you need a saw for that? Yes. Yes, I'm pretty sure you do. Because I think you need the... Yeah, you need boards. It's just a bunch of boards. Just a bunch of boards in the square. Oak solid trapdoor. What kind... Wait, I already read that. Drax, is there a way to know which direction to take a look for salt, or is it completely random? I'm sure salt is more prominent in some biomes. I don't know that off the top of my head. But then again, like it's random, right? In terms of like how it'll spawn and where it'll spawn, but I don't know where the... is there a biome that spawns salt more often than others? What's the #1 use of salt in this game? Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. Doesn't matter where you move these, you'll need to move them again, right? Cheese. Barkwell, that's a good shout. Cheese, something Drax has never made. Cheese. Salt spawns profusely in the Twitter biome. Bees, that's funny. That's funny. I'll give you a laugh for that one. I'll give you a laugh for that one. Halite is only in sedimentary rock, says Eon. Says Eon. If that helps. If that helps, Chapin. Where'd you bench, bro? Hey, Drax, I was just playing Jotun Slayer and was thinking it would be great if someone did a video showing people the awesome game. I don't suppose you know of any. I've not, you know what, Dav, I've not come across anyone that played that game. I played that game a little bit. I do, on Saturdays on my YouTube channel, I post just a short Let's Play, usually introing a game I think is worth a look. I've been doing it for 2 years, a year and a half. It's basically still a work in progress. I can't necessarily decide what the hook is. I think the hook is, if you're looking for a new game to play, you could go to my recommended games playlist and watch me intro a couple of games and talk about them if you're looking for something new. And it's all different kinds of genres, from just about any kind of game, actually. And you can just kind of plow through them. The early ones are a little rough. In the last, since the beginning of the year, I've refined them to try to make them I don't know, between 15 and 30 minutes long, just a short playthrough of what the game is. And then you can kind of watch and decide, can I be a trustworthy source for you to pick up a new game? Maybe, I don't know. I've got a great YouTube channel. If you don't already know that and you're not already following me over there, please go over there and check me out. Orca, I see you. How are you? Hot. It got hot. It's 27 degrees. Oh, the sun must be hitting the wall now, so it's heated up in here. It's heated up. Boo, 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 boo. This is totally going to work out, right? This is totally going to work out, right? Doing some light storage here. Probably don't need to be carrying half the shit I'm carrying on me. Right? We can hang this. Let's hang that back up. That's 2 spots. Do we hang up the shovel until we need it? Yep. Yep. I can verify that Drax is a reliable source of gaming temptation. Yes, indeed. The game pusher. The game pusher. What's in this one? Low fertility soil. Can we punch these out? Much slower, but... Put some more dirt away here. I'm getting organized. I'm getting organized. I almost feel like these should be separated somehow so that I remember what they are. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, man, the server is just taking a dive. The server's taking a dive. I will have my partner send a ticket to get them to update, to make the change to the server again for the hardware side. Because whenever I put in a ticket, they're like, when she puts in a ticket, they're like, we'll get right to it. We'll get right on it. All right. There were sticks in one of those. Let's put this in here. This in here. Yeah, it's just... anytime you come out of any menu right now... Look at that. It just threw me all the way over there. It fights you. I hope they patch that shit. I hope they patch it, and I hope they patch it soon. It's really annoying. Boom, boom. I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one having that. I actually asked in my video this week. I was like, please tell me other people are having this. Please tell me it's not me, just me. Here's the new path, which I actually think is quite beautiful. You can make it in different colors based on the wood too. And they 3D modeled it, right? It doesn't look as hokey as it used to. It doesn't look as hokey as it used to. Do we need another crate? Let's do this. Where's the grass you had? Right there it is. There's boards sitting out here. Boards and boards and boards. What's a crate like? Close? Close? Tell me, do you do this too? You're like, I don't want to search crate. So what I'll do is I'll just look through this giant list of things to be made in hopes that my eyes will see the crate so that I don't have to type. So I don't have to type. I'm guessing that it's something close to this. That's a reinforced. Why do I need a reinforced crate? You need a saw, Drax. There, it did it again. It threw me to the left when I came out of that screen. Maybe it's a mod that's doing that. Maybe that's why no one else, like, I reached out to, like, oh, maybe it's all the way around. Do. Boo, 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 boo. Good. Grass. Look at how organized I am. Look at how organized I am. This is all part of the greater cleanup, right? This is all part of the greater cleanup of Drax Fantastic Land. The expansion and cleanup. We are playing this again tomorrow. So we'll be back here. We'll be back here tomorrow. So 2 days of Vintage Story, which is what I planned for the week. Yeah, the rest of the week is Vintage Story on Monday, and then we're playing a sponsored stream of a game that I can't remember the name of on Tuesday. And then we're playing Towns to Cities on Wednesday, which is from the makers of Station to Station. It's a cozy, yeah. It's a casual city builder game, and it's absolutely beautiful. I played the demo not too long ago and enjoyed it. What the heck is the name of that game we're playing on? What the heck is the name of that game we're playing on Tuesday? It's a sponsored stream. I think this might be the first time I bid on a game. I bid and they actually said, okay, but they came back and went, not for that price, Drax. Who the fuck do you think you are? And I was like, you wait a second. You wait a second. Voyagers of Nurna. That's going to be a fun one to say. I don't know. It's a survival game. I could swear I saw Grumbles the Dwarf playing it, but I could be wrong. Like in a demo. And I think I was going to play the demo, but before I switched to the 2 PC setup so that I could play whatever game I wanted to without having to worry about it fall over. I think that's what I think it was on my list then. All right, what time is it? 22:49. We're up against that. When we come back from this ad break, we will build. We've cleared the land enough. I think we can build this farm. Do we have a bucket, Drax? Oh no. Bucket. Who's got a bucket? Wooden bucket. Boop. We need a piece of rope or twine. We might actually be able to... good old Starvin. Hi, Spin. How are you? Welcome in. Piece of rope. We might actually be able to pull that off without using the twine, right? Isn't it just 3 of these? Or is it 3 of these? Oh. That's why you keep the vines, people. That's why you keep those vines. Hi.
I'm Drax Fantastic.
For what?
For Drax Fantastic.
Interesting.
I'm peddling my own wares today.
What wares?
Do you like wearing hats?
I do.
How about putting stickers on things?
Absolutely.
You too
I don't
can
remember
have this
already. merchandise
in your
hands. Oh, that's not a rope, Drax. Come on, man. There we go. I made a bucket. All right, I'm going to get up and stretch. We're going to go just a bit longer. We're going to get the farm running before the end of the stream, or a good percentage of the farm running before the end of the stream. We do a little ambiance. A little ambiance for the AFK. Not too much ambiance. Don't sit in the fire, Drax. All right, get up and stretch. And when we come back, just a bit more of the vintage story. Thanks for being here.
Time to make the donuts.
This music's fun. Hi, welcome back, everybody. Sorry I was gone so long. I was milling around in the kitchen talking to my partner. You know, the things you do when you're on break, and then you're like, wait, what? Like, wasn't I doing something? I was somewhere doing something. Oh, I'm streaming. Thanks, Vard. I'm streaming. We're eating carrot stew. That's what's for dinner. 4 a.m. still snowing. I think that like I prefer the winters in this area because at least it's not pouring rain on our heads. Just like this light, wispy, beautiful snow, right? I think that once we get this in, maybe tomorrow, let's do some exploring and some scouting. Maybe we keep going the way we were going, like up and around. The rain here is brutal. It's brutal. For you longtime Vintage Story players who have lived in a place where, and I know that there's some people that are like, I like that, but like, it's just nonstop. It rains, you know, and I should have looked at this before we settled down, but rainfall in this area almost all the time, which is great for crops and for growing, but it is painful for your ears and the constant non-stop rain noise. Nan's over there on YouTube. Hi, how do you join? It is a community supported stream server. Through my Ko-fi, you've got to come in at the base level, which is the blue whale. And once you join, you can join us. We do this for two reasons. One, to keep the riffraff out because an open server can sometimes be chaotic. And two, to support me. I forgot I had you on in the background. You scared me, Chapin. Sorry. I'll try to come back. Chapin, I'll try to come back a lot more. I'm back. I'm back. We ran an open Minecraft server sometime in the last 100 years, and it was bedlam. It's like a full-time job. Running and I know people have like said, oh, with the right mods and the right, you know, with the right things on, you can stop people. Hello. I should have played that then to scare the viewers. That gets everybody. That's got to get somebody at least one time, right? Might just be me, but a breathy I'm back is a little more scary. Back. Yeah, I just think there's always somebody that's going to, even with the best things on to protect the server, there's always going to be somebody who's going to try to wreck somebody's day. And I'm not saying that a buy-in's not going to stop that, but we've been very lucky. I think it's a more mature crowd that's playing Vintage Story for the most part. And I think if you're watching me, you're probably more mature in years. And so those two combinations, we've made some great friends, and I wasn't going to do it, right? And so, but it's been so great. It's been so great. Not just like, just from like meeting like-minded gamers, right? Just so great. So great. So how vintage is this story? Hi, Yellow. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Oh, this effing guy.
Oh, this effing guy. Chat, he just called us old. Ravi, you are so much younger than me. I would never think of it. Hey, folks. Mature. Hey, Andy. Jeff's trying to make refractory bricks and can't do it and claims you've already made them. I mean, better and better, but you know, coping. I think he's got it. Oh, good. Good. Dude, we solved it. What was the problem? Handbook is wrong. Seriously? Oh no. Refractory bricks. Refractory brick 1? bauxite and quartz in the wrong spot for tier 2. So these are switched. Boom, 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 boom. Is that something that got... I didn't think the order mattered. I just slapped him in there. Yeah. So Andy got lucky? Andy just slapped him in there and got lucky? I asked my partner to put a note into... I asked my partner to put a note into the server provider if they could just check the hardware. I mean, it's happening more and more regularly, right? Like it's... And she was like, you know, is there something going on? And when I was having my problem last night, Buckbot checked the logs and he said the log is clear of any problems. So I got to believe that it's not the server throwing issues. It may just be the hardware side. Who the heck knows? But like, if everything is clean on our end, can we talk to them? So I'm hoping she'll put something forward to them here in the next hour or so before she goes live, if she's listening, which she was listening before. Yeah, I also don't look at the handbook and fiddle around with stuff. I mean, I don't know. I guess now given what we know here, like if it doesn't work, move stuff around a little bit to see, right? Hi, Molly. What's the temperature? 0? It's 0 degrees, Drax. So these are switched in tier 2. Well, I'm glad that that's the problem and not the server. All right, Drax, how we doing here? This is where we're going to put it. Tell me that's not Pete. I'll tell you whatever you want, Drax. I'll tell you whatever you want. All right, this is the fun part. Are you ready for the fun part? I sure am, Drax. I sure am. Maybe we should do something like... This looks good. And there's going to be a gate there. We bring the path into the thing. And then... Where's that hoe, Drax? That's not the hoe, Drax. You've got the hoe on you, Drax. You got the hoe on you, Drax. All right. Then we can go like burp, burp, burp. We're gonna need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Y'all should install some remote control RBGs in your office so you can hit a button on the stream deck and send up the Molly signal. Like, oh, just like, oh, you know, it'd be great, Ravi. That's a great idea. It can just be 2 strawberries that get projected on the curtain. I don't know how the hell I do that, but man. All right. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. There was some awful noise. What was that? Sound like a bow torn. It's calm. Sound like a bow torn. Maybe underground. Boo, boo, boo. Giant berry light in the sky sounds awesome. Yeah. Boo, 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 boo. 3, 4, buckle some more. Were you surprised it wasn't winter when you logged in? Andy, I was in last night and it was May. I mean, it was March. It was March the 3rd when I logged in last night. So I was like, hooray, hooray. I mean, I was surprised last night. Bruce! Do. How are you? Thank you for the support. Thank you for the 8 months. 8 months! Gets to keep using cool emotes like that one. Look at that. Look at that amazing whale. I do this full time, everybody. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Happy weekend indeed. Bruce, how's your weekend? How's the Sunday? Yeah, the hype now has both my emotes in it instead of the BTTV emote. How much, how big do we want this to be? Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty bad, right? Like, the server's, like, chugging along every couple of seconds now. And then it's 20 seconds. 20 seconds every couple of minutes. How many of them are? I mean, we had more people on it the first week, right? Hilarious. My sports ball team won in the 95th minute. Own goal. Oh my God. Bruce, reverse for me. My sports team lost in the 95th minute. I mean, they tied in the 95th minute. Own goal loss. That poor bastard. That poor player. Oh my God. He is... Imagine what shit you'd feel like for a while. Thank God it's early in the season, right? No, we won from the own goal from the opposition team. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine if you're on the opposition team and you're the kid who put the own goal in, right? My sports team lost in the 93rd minute. PA, you and I are on the same. I think you and I have the same sports team. Oh, I can. Yeah, miserable feeling. Miserable feeling. Miserable.
I'm having a party,
Poor
and
bugger.
you're invited.
Bum. It was funny though. Eon, thank you. Thank you for the gifted subs. Everybody remember that it's September. I keep forgetting. It's over there in the corner. We're trying to make it to 200 subs. If we make it to 200 subs, gifted, non-gifted, anything, I'm doing a full day of cooking that you'll be a part of. Drax chats and cooks. I know, it's appealing. Thank you so much. If you're out there and you got a gift sub from Eon, please say thank you. Please say thank you. They all get to use cool emotes like that one.
You're invited.
Hey. Did you see Killadrix was in that last batch? Hey, Sarah, thank you so much. Vic got one. Yeah, Adarak got one. I noticed some names in there.
I'm having
some really
a party,
cool people.
and you're invited.
Hey, thank you all so much for the gift subs. Oh, shit. I'm standing outside and I hear something awful. I'm standing outside and I hear something awful. Hey, thank you. Do. I see Allie in there. Do. Thanks for the gift sub. Hey, thank you for saying thank you. Ooh, we're closer. There's still lots of days left. September is probably the best month to do gift subs and subs. Thank you all for gifting subs. Thank you a bunch. I really do appreciate it. I do this full time.
I'm having a party, and
joke.
you're
Wait.
invited.
Spin. Thank you. Holy shit,
I'm having
level
a party,
7.
and you're invited.
This is Drax. Yeah, 10 gift subs. Holy shit. Thank you so much, everybody. You're blowing my mind right now on this Sunday. You're blowing my mind. If you're out there and you got
and you're invited.
Please say thank you. Please say thank you. Do. I see a lot of familiar and friendly names up there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Eon, thank you again. Do. Thank you. Even Santa says thank you. Thanks for the sub. Hey, Nun, how are you? Burning with determination. Do. I like that one too. And the smile. And the smile. Get ready for wood chopping montage. Chop the wood. Chop the wood. Isn't that how it goes? Vocals by Drax. It needs to say vocals by Drax Fantastic, a musical arrangement by Booty. I just got this out of my head. Not anymore.
There'll be whales here.
Andy, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Look, it got updated. Now it's like too big again. If you can't cut down wood in a game, Drax doesn't want to play it. It's so true. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Remember, also remember, follows are free and they do help the streamer out incredibly. We need to talk about that more. Everybody that you watch, you should follow. Even people you don't watch, you should follow. The follow number, along with the number of people watching, helps them make more money and also helps them get deals with game devs and get sponsorships and stuff like that. So it's so important. So important. I really needed a montage and you came through. Thanks, Andy. I do play a lot of games with trees cutting down. Everybody, thank you so much for all of the gift subs. Yeah, it's a great time to do it. I do appreciate it. It always, I watch a lot of streamers and I realize that we all sort of react the same way. Most of the streamers I watch are the same as me in terms of like just, it's incredibly humbling thinking you support me doing this, and I do appreciate it. And we always talk about the streamer who's just like, what is it like? You've become the big heartless streamer when like someone drops 100 subs and you're just like, so we're gonna continue making the farm, and think like we'll just plant some stuff. Like, thanks for the subs, and then what we're gonna do is like, we're gonna make sure that the seeds go into the ground. All right. Hype train? I want on the hype train. Welcome to the hype train. Yeah, level 7. You're probably gonna get. I'm probably gonna get an emote I've never gotten before. That's pretty big. Pretty big. Thank you so much, everybody. I don't know how to fix the thing being all out of whack. Let's see. Do 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 do. Can we make it a little bit smaller?
I'm having a party, and you're
invited. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Whoever just did that, I can't see because I'm in a different screen. I appreciate it. I'm trying to make the sub number fit inside. Do 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 do. How do we think we did there? Not great. Also not bad. Good enough for Drax work. Good enough for Drax work. Do do. Molly Berry, thank you. If you're out there and you got a gift sub from any of these lovely people, please say thank you. I also don't think we talk about like what the effect of gift subs do. Like I've gotten gift subs in stream. I get gift subs from, being in people's streams, and then I always go back and some of those gift subs turn into real subs. I've seen that a number of times, and a number of streamers, right, who are like, oh yeah, I like having this smile, right? Molly, thank you so much. You did not have to do that, friend. I know we just met, but like, come on. Come on. Do 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 do. Throw a space in there.
I'm
Level
having
8.
a party, and
Hey.
you're invited.
Dav. Holy shit.
I'm having a party,
Dav and Bruce?
you're invited.
Guys. Drax, you're not gonna finish. You're not gonna finish the thing, right? Everybody, thank you so much. Oh man, I see some more friends in there. If you're out
The
there,
ship
I mean,
has
at this
entered our
point,
waters. A resource colony
at this point, if
ahead.
you haven't gotten a gift
Buildings on
sub,
the horizon.
there's not too many people
Protect
left.
yourself and our citizens well.
Fine, I'll bite. This has turned into a killer stream. I'm going to make a castle. Jack, how are you? You looked overwhelmed giving you a break. Thank you. Thank you, Dav. I needed a minute, right? Almost a new record. What? Wait, is level 9 our record? Can I give myself some to get over the top? Thank you so much, everybody. Big time support. You're making my September. We're playing Vintage Story. I think Killa is also subbed now. He is subbed. Maybe that'll make him come back to the stream. That's what we really need, right? I don't expect any streamers to visit us, right? Record is level 9 at 29%. We're damn close.
I'm having a party, and you're invited.
Well, I guess that'll do it. Yeah, thank you so much. Holy shit, more gift subs. Boom, boom, boom. You're welcome. Thanks for the laughs and the cool emotes like this. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here. I think so much of like what makes this worth it for me is that people keep showing up and hanging out. A new record. Yeah, thank you for taking us over the top. I think we talk about it all the time, but like it's hard being a streamer, and it's hard in the very beginning because no one's talking. And I think like once you reach a critical mass of people, or at least get enough people in that like the conversation flows, like that's my part. That's my favorite part of it.
I'm having a party, and you're invited.
Spin, thank you for the gift subs. Not sure I see you over there. Thank you for the gift membership on YouTube.
I'm having a party, and you're invited.
Are you guys attempting to make it to 200 today? Not sure. Thank you for your support on YouTube. I appreciate you. Big time, my friend. Everybody, thank you here to level 10. I mean, I can just keep saying thank you. We need like a speech. We need a speech that can just play every time it goes up, right? You hold the very specific niche of streaming while I'm stuck at my desk. Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Don't ever change your schedule. I mean, at this point, we're just going to sit here. A new record. I like all the little things that pops on the screen. I think Twitch has done a fine job on this part of it. Of course they have. This is where the money is, right? This is what speech. First, I'd like to thank my parents, my family, but I'd like to thank my 4th grade English teacher for allowing me the chance to take this backwards, sideways thinking Drax Fantastic and making him into a upright citizen.
It's the hope that kills
you. None of the young ones want to work nights on a weekend. I'm a permanent fixture. I forgot about that. I was out last night in the evening in like the heart of the city, and so many young people like just out getting ready to like just get smashed for the night. And like there's a part of me that's like, but the other part is like, I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. So how many beans you got to eat? None. I love the streamers that get the beans. Our good friend Michael Bryant used to do that, and just watching his facial expressions as he ate those beans was just one of my all-time favorite memories of Twitch. Right? Shelby, how are you? Welcome in. I mean, there's been a couple of streamers, but he's the one that I watched the most before I became a streamer. He was next to my partner. I watched him the most. Do you like that catch right there? And he had beans, and he would get like weird ones, or he'd have like stale ones, and they were just like the worst. Just the worst. Do you still watch a streamer? Does anyone watch a streamer that does like the, if you get this many bits, I'll eat like this gross jelly bean? I don't watch anybody that does that sort of thing. I think the one that I watch who does still, there's a couple of them, but like Petey Curie's doing squats with a dumbbell, which I just think is amazing. Like it's something that like people will, they want to unlock. And then it's also good for you as the streamer because you get to do squats during the stream. Like that's brilliant. Brilliant, right? The Super Metroid speedrunner I watched does beans. I mean, I think like that's really, I think like if you can handle it and you're up for it and it's something you enjoy doing, then like, I think that like, why not, right? I think some people are like, oh, it's gimmicky or whatever, but like gimmicky as long as you think it's hilarious. Like if it's painful, you shouldn't do it. But I think like, right? Yeah, that, and I also a wheel spin for 5 gifties. I like the wheel spin too. You should do 100 gift sub and you'll live commentary a Killa stream of VS. Jack, that would be amazing. I don't think Killa would not. Pillow would be like, shut the fuck up, Drax. I'd be like, all right, here we are. We're turning the corner. And we're once again giving a tour to the new person that's just come in when we should be, I don't know, making some food. I have a friend with a squat counter. Sometimes it gets up over 1,000 and her face just gets, ooh, 1,000 squats? How to Be Quiet does it too? Oh, he does? I didn't know that. It's been a while since I've caught him. He streams at a time when I'm usually like asleep or getting ready to go to sleep or working on YouTubes. Working on the YouTube. It's been a while since I've seen him. My partner knows him pretty well. Well, everybody, I can't thank you enough for all of the gift subs. And it's put us so much closer to our goal. With many days left to go, I will, if we do make it to 200, I will do the cooking stream. I will. I've got some ideas. And I think technically I can pull it off these days. I can pull it off. I will not be eating jelly beans. I'm not a fan of jelly beans, let alone shitty jelly beans. It's funny because, like, I was thinking about it, like, our friend Dell does, like, at Halloween and Christmas, does a wheel. Let's see the emotes. Let's see the emotes. Do 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 do. Oh my God. What is that one called? Dav got the same one. Blind got, that's a good one. Eon, what? Oh my God, I like that one, Eon. That one's so good. Andy got that one too. It's Drax after his sponsor stream. Yeah, let the money run. Choo choo. I love it. Thank you all so much for all of the gift subs and the bits and the support. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're still making this farm today. Is there mystery licorice we could make you eat? Oh my God. Probably beer. There's probably like, there probably is some kind of crazy, I don't know if I could handle that because most of it would be like red licorice, right? Which I don't like. I was going to say that our friend Dell has the wheel at the holiday and like at Halloween, she has like the wheel and it's so much fun. I look forward to it all year long. Is that weird? I asked her if she was going to do it this year and she's like, there are eyeballs to eat, Drax. I love that idea. I know there's like super salty licorice you can get from somewhere in Europe. I mean, I have salty licorice in the refrigerator. I wouldn't call it super salty, but it's definitely salty. Hi, Neon. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday, Drax. Yeah, I think like a wheel would be fun. A Drax whale wheel. Damn it. Oh, it's raining? It's warm enough to rain? Yay.
Cucumber, or as they call it in Jamaica, cucumba.
Fluff, how are you? Welcome in, man. Yeah, we played a little bit of Dune to start, but I wasn't really in it. Like, I needed to play it for a sponsored segment. And not that I don't enjoy the game, it just wasn't what I really wanted to do today. So we did it. We promoted the game, and I'm honest, like, if you haven't played Dune, it's on a free weekend. You should give it a look. Give it a look. Trust me on that. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I mean, also, like, I don't, like, on a free weekend, how can you not, like, just give it a shot? It's free, right? How can you not give it a shot? It's free. Back in VS, yep. We got the nasty salty licorice here in the regular store. It's not my jam. I love salty licorice. Salty black licorice, yes, please. A whale wheel? A wheel well? A well wheel well? Did you cash in that spice already? I did, Fluff. We did it at the very start of the stream. I didn't even do Let's Chatting at the start. I went right into gaming. We talking licorice? I was happy when I saw my local grocery store carried old-fashioned black licorice. Neon, I love black licorice. I ordered some from And the holiday last year, I ordered some black licorice. I ordered too much. It's in the refrigerator. I've been eating on it slowly. I don't eat a lot of candy, but I do love the occasional sweet or salty black licorice. Do you have a track link that we can click? I turned it off. I can turn it back on for a minute if you want to click it. If you want to click it, if you do !Dune, it should fire it off, and you can click the link. I don't know if that's, I don't know if it's exactly for me, but that's the link they gave me to promote. So that was the link they gave me to promote. So it just goes to Steam. It just goes to Steam. Thank you, Kaija. It's good to see if your PC can run it okay. I love licorice. I love it too. I got the sweet ones in house. I like that, but I rather don't buy it as I can't stop eating it. Clicks are free, just like follows. Indeed, Kaija, indeed. I've always loved black licorice. I didn't realize that, like, and no one I know liked black licorice in America. We were in Australia, of all places, a few years ago, and they gave us some black licorice, and, like, it was amazing. And then when I moved to Denmark, in Denmark, black licorice is in everything. Everything. There's black licorice ice cream in Denmark, right? And it is such a big thing, and it's everywhere. And I was like, maybe this is where I was meant to be my whole life. Maybe that's what it was. Really good stuff. I mean, you can go into any grocery store. You can go to any store in Denmark and get great licorice. I have licorice root in the pantry. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like a good licorice. I don't like red licorice though. I like just the black stuff. I mean, I guess like I don't know what in what circumstances I would be like in need of eating red licorice, but I wouldn't not eat it. It's not like it disgusts me. It's just not my favorite thing in the world to eat. It's just not my favorite thing in the world to eat. I hear riffs. No, calm. You can't do the flavor. I think beer, there's a lot of people like that. They're just like not into it at all, right? Tried the ice cream, and you know, I love licorice, but can't say I enjoyed the ice cream very much. Fluff, I never had it because I always felt like it was such a waste. Whoops. I always felt like it was such a waste to buy this. There's something awful out there. To buy this big tub of licorice ice cream because I was going to be the only one to eat it. And if I didn't like it, then I would just waste it. But I should have. I should have. Because that was your chance, Drax. That was your chance, and you blew it. Have you lived somewhere where you're like, oh, we should definitely do this before we get out of here. We should do this, we do this. And then you leave, and you're like, we never did that. We never did that thing we said we were going to go and do, and we never did it. I don't think I'm going to go much bigger than this to start, actually. Oh no, I tried it at a gelato place. You know what? I probably could have found it at a gelato place, but I didn't do it. I'm just not much into I'm not much into ice cream. Don't get me wrong. I love ice cream. It just doesn't love me. It doesn't love me. It was good, just different. Just different. Maybe one more beyond this. Can we? We ran off all the people on YouTube. They're like, if he's just gonna sit there and not do anything, I'm not watching this. He's just gonna sit there. I think this is too many. We do too many? No, we did okay. We did okay. I notoriously always lay out the damn thing wrong and then screw up and have to redo it. I don't think I even have this many seeds right now. I know I don't have this many seeds. This is as big as it is because I don't have that many seeds anyway. Making it bigger at this point would just be hubris. Hubris. Gelato. I passed by a new ice cream place yesterday, and I was like, oh, we should try that. I've got a couple of friends who are really into ice cream, and I feel like I usually... That's a wolf, Drax. I usually scout ice cream places for them. So, like, whoops, when they come to my town, and they're like, I want ice cream, I know where to go. Because usually people are like, I want ice cream, and I'm like, let's look up an ice cream place. Because I have no idea. Can we really not do this with 8? Oh, we can. One more? Yes! Yes! All right. Nothing like doing this in the dark, right? Preparing for future volume. It's every time I eat ice cream, it's like, and maybe this is like this for most people, but it's amazing. I'm like, oh my God, it's so good. And then for like 2 hours after, or maybe 3, I'm like, I feel like shit. Some bodies don't react well to ice cream. I'm one of them. What the heck? Yeah, couldn't you used to be able to lean this up against the wall, right? Right? Can't do it. Like the same thing that broke the seeds broke that. I made a new one and immediately filled it up. Check to make sure it's water, Drax. Remember, the last one I made and it was not water. I mean, I don't even think we need to worry about this. Honestly, I think this field would be perfectly watered without me doing this hack. Without me doing this hack. How long before they patch this out of here, right? Something about these and this and like this. Are you using salt water? No, I checked. I checked this time, not sure. I checked. It said water. How many times have I made that mistake? Like 5? 6? Anybody else make the salt water mistake? Anybody else make that salt water mistake? Water. Water. What is this? Working as intended. All right. Wait, will this keep people out? Can animals still crawl underneath the fence? I mean, I can't. Is this the ultimate cool hack? You got to be this tall to ride this ride. Planted my first crop in salt water on the server. Yep. I mean, I've done it like so many times, it's embarrassing. I've done it so many times, it's embarrassing. I don't think there's any more seeds over here. There's a wolf. Get ready to get jumped by a wolf. All right, let's grab these seeds, and I'm gonna grab these seeds by just knocking this off of here instead of pulling them all out of my inventory. I don't think there's anything else left inside. No. That seed shelf was nice. Yeah, it's part of the shelf mod. The food shelf mod. If you have never played with the food shelf mod, this isn't even the coolest part. Like, it has so many amazing shelves. It's got where can we see them all? Food display cases is one of them. Food display blocks. There's seed cases where you can see the seeds in there. I think like the cooling cabinet is one of the big standouts. It's like a refrigerator that you put ice in, but it works without ice. It's amazeballs. There's a meat cooler. There's these giant barrels you can store liquid in. Like, it's just so cool. I highly, highly recommend it. I love that this game draws the distinction between fresh and salt water. It feels like something the devs designed and an express understanding it would screw over players. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty realistic, right? I think it uses fruit storage ones as well. Fruit storage. Fruit coolers. And the artwork in this mod is some of the best. Yeah, I have to go back into this game. It's about time. That could make the apples last forever. We need glass, right? And iron. Is that what that is? Oh, it's tin. Zinc or tin, but that could just be... Fruit placed in this cooler lasts 30% longer or up to 3x longer when ice is added. Make sure to keep it closed. Make sure to keep it closed. I got all that stuff, so no problem. You've already got all that stuff? I mean, I guess you guys have been playing. I just haven't had any time. I know I always say it, and I feel like a broken record, but like... I have to make choices. Either make YouTube videos or play Vintage Story. I can't do both. I made a cricket ground last time I played. So satisfying. Oh, man, I would love to see that. All right. It's still cold. I kind of got lucky on the metals in the area, to be honest. I don't feel like I got that lucky. Oh, there's bismuth down there. Cassiterite. That's not true. Look at that. I don't feel like I got that lucky. There's tin and bismuth below you. Lots of it. I don't have to entertain during my gaming hours. That's true. Very true. Very true. Black seed, anybody? I'm actually surprised by the number of flax we have. I'm planting this, and we'll see what happens. I think we're above the freezing point, so it should be okay. It's not going to get down to -5, right? Right? Carrots are really hardy. We're going to plant all of this. Whoops. And then we're going to have no place to put any of it. -12, -5. I guess we'll do some rye. We'll not plant those. We'll plant those only if we need to. I mean, I already have more food than I could probably ever eat. I also realized that like my existence on the server is a lot different than everybody else's. I don't log in as much, and like my food just I've got a bunch of grain down there that's gonna last 4 years. So, and I am a light eater. I'm a light eater. All right, we got it in. I did it with minutes to spare. With minutes to spare. We need to make that. We need to make the house bigger. I think what we'll do tomorrow is, I don't know. Like, I definitely don't want to stay here, but the thought of moving all of this makes me want to. We know that like right here, just up the road, it doesn't rain all the time. It just rains half the time. It just rains half the time. Like, that's the closest we can go and sort of stay in our neighborhood. I love being here, though, right? Do you just, like... You know what I was thinking the other day? Have you ever seen anyone who just did, like, a full underground build? Just lived underground? Didn't have anything above ground? Didn't I try that? I mean... I feel like part of the island build was like that. Well, like the crow said, it can't rain all the time, but it does. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll stay here, and tomorrow we'll begin building our underground lair. There'll be no above ground. The only thing that'll be above ground is the farm, and we'll live completely underground. We did that the first time we played. God, it was slow. Living underground? I mean, we leave the farm above, right? But we'll just like build a hatch I saw someone build everything inside a mountain. It was super cool. Hi, Lazy. Yeah, wasn't it like one of our players did that 2 servers ago? Did a huge, like, in the mountain build. Like a small entrance shack that looks like an outhouse. Yeah, Yellow. Either that or like... I like that. Like, as small as we can make it. And there's just a staircase that goes do. The stairs in this game is always what stops you from doing small things. Because you're like, I don't want to have to go up and down a ladder every time. Because that will... Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just maybe it's a door to a very small shack. Like, just really as small as we can make it. And then you just walk in. And you go down just 2 ladders. That goes to a staircase. Good morning from Canada. Hi, Knox. Goes to a staircase that then goes down even more. And then like first room, second room. If you're looking for amazing vintage story content, you've come to the right place. Knox, how the hell are you? How's your Sunday morning? How's your Sunday morning? Do. Are you the kind of person, not you, Knox, but anybody? Are you the kind of person who can just think of something and then remember like, oh, I'll remember to do that. And then like days later go, okay, so I got to knock that out. I had a great idea right before the break, right as the break happened last time. I walked down the hallway, got halfway down the hallway, and I was like, if you don't write this down right now, you'll forget. Molly will say something and you'll forget. Thank you for the follow. You'll forget it and then you'll never remember what it was. So I walked right back down the hallway and wrote it down. We did a lot yesterday as well. You did a lot? Let me guess. You climbed the highest mountain. Climbed the highest mountain. Righty-ho, time to get the shopping in. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Bruce, thank you so much. Good to see you, my friend. Be good out there in the real world. Be good out there in the real world. I am also not long for this world. I streamed a little longer than I thought I was going to. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna continue through this break. See what it looks like out there when the sun comes up, and then we'll probably get out of here. I imagine Knox right now is writing what can only be described as a novella of what they did yesterday. Get ready. Get ready, everybody. Get ready, everybody, for the wall attack. If I could be wrong. I don't think so. We need more of these. We need more boards. Let's do that. We know there's more of this. I was thinking we need a fruit press, which we do, because we could press some of that flax. Oh no, that's part of the cooking mod that's not on there. God damn it. When are those cooking mods gonna get updated? Killing me. I guess I need this still, right? This week, school stuff like usual, but also prepping for Nimble's mom's celebration of life. They're traveling to his hometown yesterday for that long day. Emotional, but good. It was nice service. We got to see a lot of family and friends. Well, I'm glad. Those are always tough times, and I've been to a number of funerals in my life. Most of them have been, as weird as it to say, wonderful, right? Most of the people I know were older and had amazing lives, and like meeting the people in their lives and hearing about their life from different people. And I always think it's so nice. So nice. I'm glad it went well. The jazz has fallen into crazy times. 2 minutes to the break. Wait, did you make these or just stop making them? 24, Drax. I'm all in on the wood path this time. I'm all in on the wood path. It goes so fast. We're gonna cut down a forest, making wood paths. Oh wait, look at that! It just goes right over the. Think we got enough? Think I made enough? I don't think I did. Oh! Hooray! It goes all the way around. We can speed around the farm. 100% moisture. Will sprout in 200 hours. Perfect. I'll be here. I won't be here for it. You got 2. And this actually can move because it hasn't started yet. This can move because it hasn't started yet. Ads are going to start any second, everybody. If you don't want to see ads, I mean, there's quite a few of you that got gift subs. You're not going to see ads. You can use cool emotes like, I don't know, like this one, or how about that one? Even that one if you're into captain hats. Boo boo boo. Or that one. I was thinking about that one, and what was one of my early ones? One of my early ones. We did a bunch of those for my partner at the very beginning, and took a bunch of pictures and made them. I think they're great. I still use Molly's like heart ones and her laugh one. She has one where she's holding for those of you that didn't follow Molly in the beginning, time to make the donuts. Molly used to play the ukulele on stream all the time, and it was wonderful. She sang and did the ukulele, and it was great. It was really great. Oh, hi, ads. There it is. Yeah, I like that one too. I like it a lot. Uke vibes. I got some favorites on that front. I'm wearing a fancy hat to keep the rain off of me. I think that's such a cool ad. I love it. I like that the hats now have meaning instead of just for looks. That's brilliant. Seriously, what tracks? I'm moving around on the ice here. Up. Remove a flower or two. Continue to deflower. No, wait. What happened to him? All right. It's funny because I went from the last time I lived in a place where there were no flowers. Zero flowers. I had to go forever to get them. This time, I can't get away from them. And I'm just throwing them away, but at some point I'm going to need them for bees. I'm taking it everyone's found bees on the server, right? I'm taking in that everyone has found bees on the server. That's one thing I haven't even seen yet. Is there a forest? Maybe in here somewhere. We've been in there a little bit. Maybe up through here. There could be some in here. It's a pretty big forest. I borrowed a skep from someone else. That's smart. That's smart. We're going to have to come and fix all this rushing water. I want this to return to a cool little pond instead of something Drax ripped up to make a makeshift farm. I was like, tell me we're still on the... There we go. I was like, tell me we didn't go all the way through that other shovel. I have too many things on the background to hear bees. Yeah, I've got a sixth sense for it, right? Like I can sense them. Welcome back, everybody. Did anybody see any good ads? Did anyone actually see ads? Anybody out there in Advil? Buzzword mod is great if you can't hear them. That is true. Very, very true. Don't they have another? Is it the same dev who did the one for or is it the same one that did the one for resin? That did the one for resin. I cut down a really tall tree and discovered that after it had bees and was sad because I had not heard them before cutting down the tree, so I got stung, got honeycomb, but also still have not found any bees, though I'm not being more careful cutting down all the trees. Knox, if I could count the times I cut down a tree and it had bees in it. It's like the most devastating feeling, right? You're like, your heart sinks. You're like, oh, you have got to be kidding me. I've done it when looking for bees. Like on a specific mission to find bees. Yeah, but it seems Buzzword needs server install. Works on a single player. It does work on single player. We can stop some of this movement by putting in just pieces of dirt. Got the Borderlands 4 ad for the billionth time, then I stopped paying attention playing Dune. Borderlands 4. That game looks really good. I've seen a number of streamers play it. Saw a number of streamers playing it. It looks beautiful. Nick's been playing it. All right, we pulled out the nonsense. Let's just grab the bucket and fix this before we call it. Hi, bucket. We have a little bit. Is there more food? I think we might have made just enough food to make it through the stream. Oh, we did. I like to see that, Drax. That's good planning right there, my friend. That is great planning. You reminded me to check on the hive. Do it. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It does a good job helping me not think about real life. Yeah, I wish I would have had it on my day off. I think it would have been fun. I don't have any connect with, like, that's one of those, like, those AAA titles, like, I don't have any connect on, like, a key for something like that, and there's no world where I'm paying, I'm sure that's a AAA price, right? There's no world where I'm paying that price. Boo, boo, boo. Where water is flowing, that's a premium price. I don't need to play it that. I don't need to play it that bad. I mean, honestly, I'd have like a day to play it a week and maybe a couple of hours. So like, I can afford to just wait. Wait until it's like $10 at some point in the very near future. Even the best discount I found was 50 euros. Jesus. Did we get all of the annoying water rushing out of this little pond? I don't think we did. Let's see. Oh shit, maybe we did. Seriously? That might be a first. That might be a first. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but the water rushing noise, like, makes me a little zany. More zany than normal, Drax. All right. It's as though there was never a farm here, right? Right? Boo, boo, boo. It's as though there was never a farm here. Didn't I take a piece of dirt out in the middle? Yep, right there, Drax. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. All right. All right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, maybe we'll tear down this little building and put something like... Yeah, put something right on top of it maybe, and then drill down and start building our subterranean paradise. I mean, if I was patient, I could wait until it eventually hits Game Pass, but I'm not patient for this one. Yeah, I mean, I think like there's no shade for me. Like AAA titles like the Drax Peninsula, it is that spin. I think if you are a fan of a game and you want to spend the money and you have the money to spend, do it, right? Like Like if you spend 50 euros or 60 euros or whatever it is, and you get 100 hours out of it, you know, whatever that number is for you, right? Like then it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. All right, I just want to say right now that like we should have taken a before and after picture. We should have taken a before and after picture, right? We cleaned up all the random, like we leveled all of this. We put in the farm. We cleaned all of our stuff here, so it's all nice and organized. We got some nice paths running here. We moved the berry bushes and we replanted all of the cattails. So those are in good shape. Those are in good shape. Made a couple of tools. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this. When we come back tomorrow, it will probably be April, but still pretty cold, and some of this will start to grow. And we have plenty of food down there. I think, yeah, tomorrow, let's take down the house. First, let's probably dig a hole, figure out how we're going to get it to sit, and then go down and then start mining out. There's tin down there. We're a little light on the copper side, but we can figure that out too. So, and it'll you know, regular stream tomorrow, and it'll be pretty full. I've got appointments in the morning, and depending on how they go, I'm either going to be in the best mood you've ever seen me in or in the worst mood you've ever seen me in. So look forward to that, huh? Look forward to that. Do 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 do. Boo do do do. Stick with me though. Let's rate out somebody we know. Or someone we met a new guy last night. Very nice. Very, very nice man. Seemed like he is a pretty good streamer. He's playing the Rim Worlds. He's playing the Rim Worlds. Do, 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 do. Well, we know a couple people in here. One day I'll find tin on the server. I have found so much of everything else, including iron, but I can't make bronze tools. So I can't do much the most I found. I mean, Nox, there's like so much tin underneath me. I've got it all, Nox. Have a good rest of your evening. Vard, you too. Thanks for saying that. Thanks for saying that. Are there some streamers that are like, you're like, wait a minute. How do they have so many people? How is that happening? How is that happening? I am perplexed. I gotta eat too. I haven't eaten. I usually eat in the middle of the stream, but it's pasta, so it's gonna take me a minute, right? I'm looking. Don't run away. Don't run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. You know what? Let's raid this person. I'm going to give them another shot. And let's see. Do. Maybe not. Maybe Drax changes his mind. At the last minute, Drax changes his mind. Boo. Rimworld? Anybody? Do. I am looking, and it hurts my eyes. There's so many good streamers on right now. Holy shit. Where do we go? Here's your choices. Dyson Sphere, Borderlands 4, Dune Awakening. Here are your choices. Boo. Everyone's already left. They're like, Drax, we already took off, dude. What are you talking about? Boo. Do. Man, I gotta eat. Gotta eat. We're gonna go here. Borderlands 2, not sure. I decided to raid my partner because that seems like a very nice thing to do on this. She just got started. She just got started. Or Minecraft. All right, that's running. Let's go here. Everybody, thank you for the huge support today. Holy shit. You've made my month. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the support over on YouTube and here on the Twitches. There's my Discord if you want to join us and see what we're up to. My social media is here at the top. Mostly just my schedule and the videos I'm making. This is the year Drax makes it. Let's see. We're going to visit my friend Molly Berry. We're headed over to the Target thing. Didn't work. Perfect. Target user join us. Way to go, Drax. One of these days I'm going to make that work. One of these days I'm going to make that work. Thank you everybody for being here. Tomorrow I'm back at 5 p.m. That's 1700 here in the Western European time zone. Early for some, late for others, but you should come and hang out with us regardless. We're going to start our underground build in Vintage Story. We've got a great bunch of games this week, and I hope that you'll come and hang out. If you're not already following me here or on YouTube, do that. Make it work. Make it work for Drax. Say hello to Molly Berry for me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.